Oh, right. Well, here we are. I'm once again ready for another foray into D&D. I am, of course, your host, Keith. I am the DM. I'm sitting in the DM's chair. First time I've been here in a few weeks, mainly because we've been short on players. We've got almost everybody around the table currently, with one more on the way. He'll be strolling in probably in the next 20 minutes or so. But we're going to go ahead and get started before then because we're already running a little bit behind and we want you guys to have as much fun as we do around the table tonight. There are a few announcements before we fully get started. As always, all of the video content does go to our YouTube channel, so you can either hit the link there or type in the link, or probably easiest, just go to YouTube and search for Casual Cactus. Casual with a C, Cactus with a K. You find all our video content that we create. I believe we are actually caught up and up to date on the YouTube channel, so you can find everything there.
Braden nodded.
Braden nodded, so it's official. Yes, that is the case.
Besides the last episodes, but that's on a different computer.
Yeah, I may have a solution for that on the way. We'll see how it turns out.
I don't blame you for those. It's just computers suck.
In the meantime, everything that I have been diligent about uploading is there now. Everything for the current campaign that we'll be doing tonight. I wave with my hands as though it means anything at all in cyberspace. But all of the current campaign are there. We've got some one shots we've been doing, some just some board gaming to fill time, some VR stuff, some one shots, all kinds of fun stuff. You can go over there, check it out, see what our table is like when we're playing D&D and when we're not playing D&D.
It's a pool table.
It is a pool table. It has not always been a pool table, but that's neither here nor there. So you go check that out.
This has always been a pool table.
Well, yes, this has always...
No, it was a tree first.
It was, yeah. Touche.
Is that the joke you were making?
No, that is not the joke I was making. Anyway, you can go check it out. You can watch the evolution of our games here on YouTube. We've been doing this for quite a while. Anyway, if you haven't already liked and subscribed over on YouTube, please do us a favor. Do all of the things, ring the bell icon so you know when we put new videos up, scattershot though it might be. You'll help us build that up over there. We're just kind of, we do this for fun. This is a hobby for all of us, but if we can build it up, we would love to be able to. So go check that out. We do also run a Discord server. That is the place that we tend to put all of the announcements about changes to the schedule. We all have real lives. Some of us are parents, some of us are students, some of us, have health problems. We get sick all the time because we're, human beings. And so sometimes the schedule has to change. And when that happens, we put the announcements up on our Discord server. It's also a good place to just hang out with us and interact. There's the ability to share art, music, writing, anything creative. We do try to make that a cool place for creative types to sort of hang out. In addition, Kyrie, who is here at the table, does also do creative streaming, and when she goes live, those announcements do get posted to the Discord server as well as the announcements for this on the Discord server. So go over there, check it out. Hit us up, interact with us. We're cool people, for the most part.
One of us should reply.
One of us should be watching and should reply.
Usually it's me.
I'm not always the greatest about it, but someone will interact with you guys. All right, I think that takes us through our announcements. So
we have one more announcement.
Oh yes, we do have one more announcement.
Hi guys.
Wrong side.
Wrong side.
He's the announcement.
We do have Nate back with us. He's been away. He's been out of the country. We are so happy to have him back with us. So
We missed your face.
We did.
we did.
And the rest of you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just your
aimed
face.
hard, but I
Really?
missed. So. That being said, I know it's been a few weeks since we've had folks around the table who would like to take a moment and sort of bring us up to date on what we did last
I
time.
will.
Does that need to change the stream tag? It says boy games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it says.
I'll deal with that while we do a
Sorry, I do
recap.
Games.
have, I do have one
Why?
more. I do have
boy
something
games.
before we continue.
Okay.
Nate, it's good
Yo.
to have you back. I think we're all happy that you're back. I am myself also upset that you got to miss Braden Miss this year.
Oh,
did.
yes.
Yeah.
So in honor of that, I have a little bit of a gift from you because Braden Miss can happen at any time. So that is for you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Merry Braden
Will
Miss.
you move to Nate's camera for us, Keith?
Might need some scissors.
Jingle bells.
Yeah.
This looks like
There
a
we
lot
go.
of tape.
bells, jingle
It is a
all
little
the way.
tape.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh.
Oh, that is pretty. They shiny too.
Come on, tape. Get off.
You have very good taste in dice, sir.
I do have very good taste. Mostly because I picked ones that I know you guys will like.
So he just like
Wow.
licks them all and then.
So for
This
those
one
of you who
tastes
cannot see
like
on the camera,
Yeah,
they
right.
are clear dice that have glitter, silver glitter, and skulls in the center of them.
Ooh, that's
Because I
pretty.
know that you like pirates, and skulls are very closely
Yeah.
associated
I
with
do.
pirates.
Thank you, Braden.
Yes.
Castian's a little flashy, so you got a little
Yeah, there you go.
bit of
Yeah.
A surprise little brain miss right there, but other than that, I guess we can go back to the recap. Oh, Keith is gonna zoom in on the.
Whoa.
Try and zoom in on
Yeah.
the dice.
Wow, that is an angle. Yeah, you're gonna have to hold it like real up close. I
Yeah.
think.
I think you'll have to move it closer to the actual camera.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
So little clear with some glitter. The beef jerky on the table.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also on Discord, I will be dropping some. Braden showed us an app
Ah,
that
Oh, yeah.
we've been
Ooh,
playing with.
So cool.
So on
We
the
have some
app,
character
on the
art.
app store of whatever device you use, there is a app called Dream by Wombo. Wombo.
Yeah.
I found out about it several months ago. You can use it to. It will randomly generate. You can give it a prompt, and then you can give it an art style to use, and it will AI generate a lovely piece of artwork for you. And I didn't know that you guys had gotten into it. I know I showed Danny last time we played Eshkaton. For example, there is
What
Is
was
that a
the prompt
gelatinous
for that
cube?
one? That one was
That
gelatinous.
is
a
a gelatinous cube.
yes.
I have.
Nice.
I will drop them to Discord, but I have one for each of our characters that I thought would
Ooh,
be kind of
That's
fun.
Yeah.
awesome.
There's
So you gonna
also
do that while we're playing?
all the chibi
Yeah, I'll
characters.
just drop 'em.
Oh yeah,
That I
all the
drew.
chibis. Have you put that in the
I
art
have.
thing?
Yes, they
Awesome.
are. I believe they are.
So
in
check
Spirit
out
Way too.
our art
Um,
section of the Discord to see all of those beautiful artworks.
I don't have one.
Also,
I don't have one casting.
Like most of them, yes,
Yeah,
are
let's catch
beautiful,
up
but
on
you
it.
can also type in things like flaming potato.
Mushroom.
So be aware that there's a lot of fun
I know the other
things
day
you can
our
do.
friend Chipper Snacks was just putting like goat butt.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We played around
Yes.
for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry for derailing, Kate.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Carrie, would you please give us a recap?
Yeah,
Save
okay.
us from
We had a
ourselves.
lot of talking, a lot of planning last session. But basically the group arrived back in Cedarton. Volk was also there. The Hummingbird had managed to find Volk, and he managed to come back to Cedarton, led by the Hummingbird. Let's see. Mal asked Milo and Mizuki for lessons on government. Because he thinks he's gonna be a king or something.
Let
of
the boy
an
dream, let the
abandoned
boy
city.
dream.
Anyway, it's fine, whatever.
I got something out of the deal.
Mizuki has not yet crushed Miles' dreams, so it's okay. She told him she would help.
Ouch.
Milo also said that he would help. Basically, we talk a lot about revolution and overthrowing the
Governmentals.
the Empress, and there's a lot of different suggestions thrown out. We have some votes on what should happen, what we would like to do. Mizuki suggests to try and affect the trade systems and eventually the economy. Mizuki also sends basically a call for help to a few people, including her family. Did we? I don't remember if we decided what we were going to do. She also sends to Lars to see if she can figure out where the fire dwarf, not dwarf general is. Anyway, changeling. It's really a changeling. That's but who takes the form of a dwarf. Lars is basically a prisoner of war, yeah, so that's fun. Mizuki doesn't really seem keen to help him at this point because he said some not great things about her family. And she's pretty protective of her family because that's pretty much all she's known all of her
And the
life.
man of the hour.
And welcome back.
That's snow.
Oh,
That is snow.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The snow! It's snowing again.
Okay,
Welcome to the
welcome to
Northwest,
Utah,
everyone.
Mizuki also sends to Fabricia, who doesn't respond to her message.
Oh, you mother trucker.
I
Oh,
was
Why?
entrusted with something.
Of the other things that we've had to do, I feel like that's really
okay, you know, that's not
not
terrible.
bad.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that one's not as bad.
That doesn't
I doubt
Depends
peanut
on
butter
how
and
heavy
jelly
the
soda
peanut
will
butter
be as
is.
bad as ranch.
Yeah,
I can't
no,
be as bad
ranch
as
was
ranch.
very
My
bad.
Ranchwood was my favorite of the month. I don't know why.
Odd duck.
Yeah, ranch. It was bad.
It was so bad. Not as bad as the dirt one to me, but you know, that's fine.
I don't know. I don't
Anyway.
understand. Like we decide, like if I think we decide that we want to. Oh, she also sends to the changelings. I think she sent. Where else did she send? I don't know. A lot of places. Anyway, she basically just asks for help. They're kind of just waiting to gather
Waiting out the
forces.
winter for everyone to show up.
And I think did we decide? I don't remember.
I think
Did we decide what we were doing?
I
Yes,
think
we
the
were.
decision was we were going.
We were
through
waiting-
Mal's place.
Did
Then
we?
the
Is that what we
volcano.
decided?
We decided that we were going to.
I don't remember if we
call
ever decided.
all of the allies that we knew, and then we were going to meet when they all showed up. Have
Yes.
a meeting, and then
And then I think we're
plan
gonna-
everything for that,
for-
and then
further.
we were going to go to do the volcano
Yes.
while we were going to the volcano while everyone
While
sets
everyone
up for
else.
the rebellion.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay.
So that was the plan.
Anyway, there was a lot of things, a lot of moving parts that happened. But basically, our party is now decided that we're going to overthrow the government, I suppose. So that's exciting.
I suppose.
I suppose. You know, it's a thing.
I feel like I want my co-conspirators to have a little bit more enthusiasm for this.
Okay, this is
Woo!
me,
Overthrow
like,
government,
this is
yeah!
not- This is
Is
not
that what you
Mizuki.
want? Is that what you
This
want,
is
Lance?
just, you know, obviously Mizuki has a lot. Like, she's
That is
Put a
what
lot
I want,
into
Brayden.
this.
It'll make me feel a lot better about our chances.
Okay.
okay.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
really enthusiastic
we're
about
super
it too.
enthusiastic about overthrowing the government and the corrupt system that it is.
Yeah, fight the
Yes!
man.
Okay.
Down with the man!
This shit can bake.
But also Mizuki's very sad because Farisha didn't respond to her.
Maybe
so,
she'll get back to it.
yeah.
Damn the men. Save the empire.
Oh, and 6 weeks. We have a 6 week time skip, so that's where we are going into, I believe. So it's been 6 weeks.
Okay. So it has been 6 weeks
Oh boy.
since the call went out from Setterton for
Much more
allies.
quiet than that.
Um,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
in that time, Killian's
Also,
workshop
One Piece.
has been closed to the public and to his friends
What
and
do you
to
mean?
pretty much everyone else.
No, it's always been closed to the public.
Yeah, I thought it was close to
Well,
the public.
That is
Let's be
technically not
honest.
true.
It has. It's been closed to everybody.
It may have been a hazard to the public, but it was not
It
closed.
is still a hazard to the public.
You're not wrong.
Quick, let's move the plot along before he remembers.
Before I remember what.
We have to drink.
I mean, I feel like he already.
I'm not the one who has to.
Okay. I don't have my.
I'm not
Thanks.
sad about this one.
I
I
don't
feel like this
have
one's
my
not
bottle
gonna be
opener.
terrible.
Can you go?
Depends on
It
how
is a
heavy
weird
they
color.
leaned into the peanut butter and bread.
It still can't
Now.
be nearly as
Yeah,
bad as
come
2
here.
of the other ones we've had.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
you
got
See,
it.
I was
Don't
able to
break
do
it.
this last time.
Don't break it.
so.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope.
Don't break
I'm
it.
so worried about your board.
No.
Me
Yeah, me too.
I don't like this.
Heath, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Not so much. So,
Where's your bottle opener?
it should be on the key rack upstairs.
Oh no, we don't have a bottle
Oh, no.
opener.
There's bottle.
Nate couldn't
David's
find
here.
it.
Yep, David's here.
Of course he's here.
Yep.
You,
He
you
only
know
comes
he's not
around
gonna.
when you-
Yeah, he's not gonna miss it if he sends
Last
soda.
night,
I mean,
when
most
they
of the time
dropped
you
me
don't miss
off,
it anyway.
made a
to be
pit stop
fair.
at his house so he could give it to me.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Like he's generally here anyway, but he's definitely not gonna miss it if he gave us a funky soda to drink. It cannot be as bad as Rancher Dirt.
Stop
It can't.
tempting
I
fate.
don't
It can.
care.
I don't think
I-
it will be, but it can.
If it is even remotely peanut butter and
I
jelly
have
flavored,
had
it will be
rotten
fine.
fish flavored jelly beans. It can be so much worse.
But this is not
There's
rotten
also
fish
a
flavored.
Millennium Falcon up there
This
that's
is
a bottle
PB&J
opener.
flavored.
This is the first one I found, so.
Okay.
I don't know how many
Deal with
people
it.
we actually have watching, so not many of you. Most of you probably already know this, but we have a friend
Benefactor?
benefactor.
Question mark.
Friend is a strong word.
For
He's
sure.
not. He's my friend. But
I like that. That's accurate.
Yeah, he gives
Not
us
bad.
weird soda
Um,
to drink on stream.
Yeah, I think last time it went that way.
Did it?
Last
I
time
don't
it
know.
started here and went around this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I lost the rock, paper, scissors as I
Oh,
planned.
yes.
Great, because I get all the backwash.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Can't
It
be,
doesn't smell bad.
can't be any worse than the pickle one.
You missed the
but
ranch
it can.
The Pokemon was
You
alright.
missed the ranch one. That one was.
Yeah, I think you missed
Oh.
ranch and dirt.
Yeah.
Would not drink the whole thing for a sip. Better than most of the
Okay,
things
it's,
we've had to
it's
try.
not terrible.
It at least has a good flavor.
Honestly, probably
It's-
that's the best
it's-
one so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not bad.
They
We're
do
all
kinda
lying
lean
to
into
you,
the peanut
Lynn.
butter
It
a
has
little
a
bit,
nice
but
aftertaste.
Don't be scared.
It's very like it's.
You can
it,
barely
it tastes
taste
like
the
jelly.
peanut butter. Oh wow, really?
Oh no.
Really?
Of all the
Really?
things that we've tried, I feel like this is the tamest. Although you
Yeah.
don't like peanut
I
butter,
hate
so
peanut butter.
There's not a lot of
Yeah.
peanut butter in it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's mostly
I
jelly.
think it'd have
yeah.
a decent
It's
chunk of
mostly
peanut
jelly
butter.
and
It's
bread.
mostly jelly. Yeah.
They really captured the like jelly
Jelly and
infused
bread. Yeah,
bread
they did.
taste
They did.
really well in a way that I don't like.
Oh.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
That ain't good.
I just need to. Wow.
I like it.
Chug, chug, chug,
Okay,
chug,
well,
chug,
it's
chug,
yours.
chug, chug,
If
chug.
you want it, it's yours. Go for it.
That was pretty good. I like it.
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna drink any more of it than that
No.
sip, but
I mean,
you know.
if I
Anybody
have-
else want another
Like, I
sip?
swear
No, although I'm gonna get
Fucking
shot
bread.
glasses
Keep
for all of
going.
us, since
No.
this is
Okay.
apparently a thing that's
Go for it.
continuing.
Bread.
Okay. Back to
Okay.
the plot.
So
It's good. It's good.
It's the best one we've
That's
had
a
so
word.
far.
It's not bad. Not being bad does not make it good.
There you go.
Yeah.
all right. So it has been 6 weeks since the call went out. In that
Yeah,
time,
that
in that time, Killian's shop has been closed to pretty much everyone. There are occasional deliveries
There are
that
disturbing sounds
that
coming out of
That
it.
was my foot.
get taken in, disturbing sounds emanating from within, but nobody goes. Nobody has seen within to know what's going on.
If you've seen Monty Python, the sounds when they're building the wooden rabbit, like it is all of those noises.
There have also been the occasional, arrivals in town. Some of you know some of them. Some of you don't know any of them. None of you knows all of them. And so 6 weeks goes by. Spring comes on, and the winter grip sort of loosens a little bit. The river thaws out.
It's snowing again.
Yeah.
The river thaws out and begins to run as water again. And you guys find yourself at the center of a budding rebellion. What would you like to do?
So did I get the full 5 weeks left of my shield
Yes.
training? Okay.
Yes.
How long has it been in game since I left?
Oh, that is an interesting question.
At this point,
Months
10
or a
weeks.
year? Or?
no, not a full year.
No.
10 weeks?
That's not how you spell shield.
Yeah, about
So
that.
Yeah.
2.5
That's
ish
it.
months?
Yeah, that's
man.
that's it. We
It was an intensive program.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, most of your time would have been spent on the road, actually.
Oh, has
Get-
Akarai stayed here too?
Yes,
Okay.
because we were gonna have him as part of the meeting.
Okay,
Yes.
that's right.
He was going to leave after.
He
the
was going to
meeting,
leave
yeah.
immediately after.
Yes.
Lance, are you still playing as Killian?
I am,
Okay.
Well,
unless you kill me.
Just making sure.
Why do you
Oh.
ask, Simi?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Six
Wow.
6
Wow,
weeks is a
wow.
long time for a relationship, right?
yeah. That's enough, to.
Sometimes you need only less.
I have a -1 charisma. It kind of depends on him.
That is true.
All
What
in
is
his
Akurai's
course.
charisma
I
stat?
am
Maybe he likes them
super
when they're
awkward.
awkward.
Yeah.
I
maybe.
mean, like she's got a lot of good things going for her, but
Just because you're not charismatic doesn't mean you're not likable.
that's
Claudius
true.
is not charismatic.
That's also true. So yeah, that kind of depends on.
Well, I mean,
Go for it.
last
Yeah.
he knew, you needed some space. So he's been giving you space, unless you go out of your way to... Unless you put yourself out there. He's been giving you space.
I don't know. Would we have had like?
You have 6 weeks.
Well, we would have, I guess, plenty of opportunity to run into each other awkwardly.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, there's been plenty of that. Depends on what you want to do with those run-ins.
I think at some point she would kind of start to try and reconcile a little bit, as long as it seems like he's genuine in his
Advances?
changing apology, all of the above. Like if he really seems like he's with us now and regrets the crap that he did before, she would start to extend olive branches.
Most of his time, I mean, he already knows that once whatever happens with this meeting happens, he's heading back to Costas. So he's not necessarily putting down roots in the community. You know, he's being friendly with people, but he knows he's on, you know, he's got a short time that he's going to be here. So he's doing most of what he's doing is, you know, work around the. It's the
Yes,
dryer.
it's
Oh, it's the dryer. Okay.
Sorry.
I was getting ready to put a space on the bingo card.
No, it's fine. It's
Nope,
it's
you're
the
going
dryer.
crazy too.
So mostly, I mean, he'll have occasional errands into town, but most of what he's doing is, you know, meditation and, you know, the physical labor that you would find at the cloister.
Is he still pretending that he's doing his job?
Not so much, no.
Oh wow, he just abandoned that altogether. Okay. I mean,
Who's gonna call him out?
Yeah.
that's fair.
His dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, if he seems genuine, she would at least start to extend olive branches and just kind of see where that gets her. Like, as far as actually, like, she doesn't know what to think of what he would think of her, so she's going to start being more friendly towards him and then see if he initiates anything from there, because she is hella awkward and that's just her thing. So
Yeah, we don't know anything about being hella awkward.
not even not
No,
even close.
couldn't be to me.
Okay. So he does respond to you being, you know, being more friendly by reciprocating. It's like, okay. He can kind of sense that the ice is thawing a little bit. He's trying to be as genuine as he can be, from what you can tell. He does, he'll respond in kind to, casual conversations and trying to bridge the gap from where you guys were when you knew each other before things happened in Costas to where you are now. He knows there's no erasing what went before, and he's not even trying. He does seem to be genuinely apologetic for that, but it feels more like he's just trying to make a new start, and that is starting with being friends first and trying to rebuild that friendship.
Oh, that's fair.
He's waiting for the look.
The smolder.
She doesn't have one. She's like,
Does he?
About 4 weeks in, you do kind of catch him strolling through one of the gardens of the cloister, and he sees you coming, and he sort of looks down, and his eyes sort of focus on something for a second, and he reaches down, and he plucks up an amaranth, and he turns, and as you step up to him, he just hands it to you without a word.
Oh. It's her favorite.
huh?
Somebody else's flower.
My petunias.
There's just like this old lady that starts screaming from the inside of her house. She would thank him and then, in the most awkward way possibly imaginable, ask if he would want to go and get a drink.
But will anywhere serve seamy alcohol?
I don't know. Have you guys blacklisted me through the whole town? Have you serious?
She's been doing better.
Yeah, because she's been off it.
Simi, your mom runs a winery.
Oh, yeah.
Can't lie with it.
By the way, you two talk to your mom.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll to
Oh,
convince
no.
Mama?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not happening.
Yes.
What role do I need to do to convince Mama to not give
Tell her
alcohol to
about-
Simi?
Come out is Prince Milo.
That's not.
Hang on, we'll come back to that. He does. He thinks about it for a second. And he's like, sure. And he sort of offers his arm gallantly.
She trips. Falls face first into the mud.
Into
and
the snow.
then uses the elbow to yoink herself back up.
All right, and then he leads you into town. What is your approach to speaking with Mama?
Oh boy.
Because that is going to determine what the role is and whether or not there is advantage or disadvantage.
Go up screaming, don't do it!
I will explain to her that the gentleman that was in her bed a couple of months ago broke up with her, and she's been heavily drinking to try and forget about him, but it might cause damage to her health, so I'm just, thinking of her health.
I'm going to remind you, your mom never found out about that.
Oh,
Yes, she did.
yes, she did.
Did she? Just now.
She had an awkward breakfast.
she-
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she
right.
did.
That's right. That's right.
There was
Okay.
an awkward breakfast.
There
was
was
an
an
awkward
awkward breakfast. That's right. Never mind. Okay.
Either way, she found out.
Okay. Make a deception roll.
I will allow you to pick which dice I use. And keep in mind that these right there are the roll and mash jack dice. So choose very carefully the dice you choose.
You know what? I feel like since I gave these to you, it's only fair that I deal with the consequences
Of
of my
course,
actions.
of course.
A horse.
If this is what I'm coming back to, maybe I should go
23.
back to Institute.
I shouldn't be celebrating that. I was just so excited that you actually rolled something that was in double digits.
That was a flex.
Okay.
But you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Well, that's. I'm. I mean, I know growing up in the cloister, she must not have had a lot of, experience with picking the right man. It just breaks my heart that she would have turned to drink to deal with this heartbreak. Of course, I will lock away all of the wine bottles, and I won't. I'll keep it away from her.
Thanks, Mom.
Can,
Yeah. That's a flex.
can Adora stop Simi though? I mean, she's pretty powerful.
I mean,
Yes,
could knock
but
it
how
down.
powerful is the disappointing look that Mom will give her?
Yeah, she would feel
Yeah.
guilty. Like, now that doesn't necessarily mean that she wouldn't break in and just try really hard to not get caught.
Just
She
take
would
the pins
feel.
out.
Huh?
Take it off the hinges.
Take the pens out.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, door pins.
No, we heard depends.
Yeah,
The adult diaper.
that too.
If you would like to sponsor us, depends.
Please don't.
Yeah. No.
I would take
I'll
it.
shill for anybody at this point.
Yeah, we're, it's fine. At some point, I will have a conversation with you about the fact that, like,
I'll work it on
she's gonna have to find out
We'll talk about that when the time comes.
when is the time.
I don't know. We'll find out when it happens.
That day is
Milo?
not today.
Oh, we're doing it now. Okay. Yes. It wasn't me.
You're going.
Wasn't.
It wasn't me.
Who was it? Literally anyone else.
So when would you be having this conversation? Because we're
Yeah.
4 weeks in, so he's still getting beaten up by Mal on a regular basis.
Actually, you want to do something creative
You're
with this
beating him up?
narratively?
Sure.
he's
Anyway, so
Yeah.
you're busy helping me practice, and then Sydney is just like, "Hey, let me spar against you." And I'm just sitting there like,
give you a
"Oh,
hammer.
okay."
I've never messed with this before.
Hard.
Hard? Okay.
Okay.
She's just gonna have at you with the hammer. Oh, good. Good. That was a solid block, man. You realize you're gonna have to tell my mom at some point.
You're gonna have to come out to your mom as
Yes.
Yes.
And
There are multiple things that need to be said to my mother, who still thinks that her son is alive, and
I mean, do we have to? I'll make you roll at least one, please. Roll at least one attack.
I assume I
so this is before you're proficient, though.
True.
Oh, that's gonna be an unnatural 20.
Uh-oh.
That'll
hit.
attack bonus.
That'll hit.
Yeah. How much does your hammer do?
Oh, it'd be a probably just a D4 because it's a practice weapon.
Okay, yeah, practice.
It's a mallet.
So that's a 3.
Ouch.
Big mallet.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully it's to the shield, right? So, in theory.
No.
Oh no, yeah, because I'm trying to actually,
Remember?
I'm hitting you. It's a gnarly little. Sorry.
Keep the shield up.
What you
I'm
said?
okay.
You want to try this again?
Are we having a conversation or are you beating me up?
We can do two things at once.
Oh, okay.
You are not Tweedles.
Yes. Funny story about that later. I came up yesterday in my life. I'm just gonna take another swing at you. Yeah, we can. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Methinks that we're done for the day.
She's faster than you are!
Yeah.
And yes, I know I need to keep my shield up, but you're so much lower to the ground. Comparatively, I'm sorry.
He's used to keeping it low. She just keeps going. She's not even hitting him with the mallet. She's just punching him while holding it.
I love that in every way. Yes. That was exactly how it went down. Oh, sorry.
No, actually, you get me right here
Further
because
that way.
the illusion makes me. The illusion is like.
She's trying to hit you in the chest.
His chest is
Right in the face.
Oh, I see blood. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, and it heals. But I don't know that I
Yes.
did it. It just suddenly looks a
So-
whole lot better and feels a whole lot
So
better.
if we hit Milo in his actual nose and it starts bleeding, does the illusion of Adrian start bleeding
That's
from
a
its nose?
fair question.
Yes.
Yes! That's so cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it starts to kind of seal up and heal, but I just assumed that I didn't hit it that hard.
Thanks.
This is a pretty gnarly hit and then an unhit.
No.
Sorry. Okay, we can be done with that. Sorry. Now here.
Mal is not sorry.
I want to go at it.
We're not there.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
get here
not
then.
there.
But you are still lying to my mother, and at some point she needs to know that her son died. And
Ooh, I'm gonna like I'm gonna go.
you're making me
Mama's like,
Spoil it.
Good luck.
I guess I'll like lean up to wherever, like a wall or something, like where we were talking, and just kind of lean on it, just like nursing my nose a little bit. I know I need to.
And I mean, I can understand if you have a specific time that you want to, like, get past to be able to do it, because sometimes maybe, like, being able to hide who you are is a thing, but you need to do that long before you actually consider making your appearance as Milo.
I know. But I guess I just don't want to look her in the eyes and tell her that I'm not her son. Please, any of you, try and save me.
Not there to save.
It's gonna happen at some point, whether you want it to or not. You can either control how it happens, or you can be the reason that it unravels even worse than it has to. It's gonna unravel. It's gonna be bad. I mean, I'll be there with you if you want me to. That way, at least she still has somebody who is family there. But I'm not sure how,
I know, it's just. But I didn't grow up exactly in a good relationship with my mother. And every time I see your mom and she looks at me with that happiness that I am her son, I just don't want that to go away.
well, maybe if she knew that you were her son-in-law to be, that would still happen. I mean, I imagine it'll take a minute after she realizes that you've been lying to her for a hot minute, but I imagine it might take her a second to look at me that way when she realizes I've been helping you lie to her for a hot second. But, I mean, you're still kind of family. I feel like she'd probably rather have you there as somebody that Adrian loved than not have any part of his life there at all anymore. It's the ice maker.
Okay. Thank you.
A lot of weird noises in the house
We
tonight.
have a monster in our fridge.
Need more ice.
Dang it, I knew I meant to do something. I meant to feed Charlie.
Yep.
Your ghost is named Charlie too.
It's not a ghost.
It's
a
not a
monster.
ghost, it's the monster in the freezer.
You have a Charlie ghost?
At work.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, Omar, it's not. Anyway.
But I see where you're coming from, and I guess I just need a little bit more time to prep myself then.
Okay. Just make sure that there's some significant time between when you become Milo again and, you know, she deserves to know first.
Okay.
And frankly, I'm really bad at lying, so the fact that she still hasn't figured this out is amazing. Okay. And, okay.
Mal?
Mal just left.
Nope!
He did not want to be part of that.
So where'd you go?
Probably back to sourcing ingredients once spring comes around. He also spends a fair bit of time, so he sets up a little hut outside of town where he's doing all of his work. Not far outside of town, but a little ways. And he also spends a fair bit of time speaking with the underground god and to his new friend.
Okay.
You made a new friend?
Mhm.
Which friend do I know?
No.
I forgot? Okay, never mind. I was like, crap,
He
I
lives
forgot
outside of
something.
town.
Okay.
He's my friend that lives a long way away, so you guys wouldn't have met him.
Of course.
I have friends.
Sure you do now.
imaginary.
She goes to another school, okay?
there you go.
My girlfriend in Canada.
Cabbage?
Sorry, you just want like a recap.
Just
what I'm doing.
Generally.
What? Yeah. How are you spending the 6 weeks?
I imagine that I'm spending a lot of time with my family. Also, remind me, the last time that we talked, we sort of talked about using Setterton as a base of operations at some point.
Or the area around Setterton anyway, like the
valley.
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 Is like a
Not
central-
necessarily Sutterton.
I am going to, at least in part, make my parents aware of some of this so that they have the chance to leave if they want to do so, and take all of my siblings with them. But in the meantime, I'll just be spending a lot of time with them, trying to help around the farm, probably catching up with the shippy people,
Okay.
and avoiding James.
Okay. That was going to be my next
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. And any form of makeup.
Thanks, as a side note, we were also gathering like a
Mizuki.
P6
I can see like
Was each
every
of us supposed to find
like-
someone?
Oh, I
It's
forgot
like the
about
same
that.
That's kind of what I
time,
was
like,
thinking was that
every
each of us would
week.
find
It's
our
like-
own person to train, but you know,
Okay.
that's fine. Not everybody has to.
Well,
That's why.
I mostly just forgot, and if you'd
Wait,
told me that,
yeah,
then
sorry,
I would
what?
have been involved
We
with that
talked
too.
about potentially like each of us training a mini adventurer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like
I could
finding
find
someone
a
around
ship
town.
person.
I also don't know if Keith is ready for us to start having NPC followers.
Yeah.
I really don't want to use one of my family.
Potato
Fair,
will be
fair.
the cutest pirate.
Easily distracted.
Also,
Yeah.
Simi would hang out with you a lot in her like free time because like she feels arguably probably closer to you probably than like both of you for different reasons.
What you looking for?
I will tease you about Akerai and also let you talk about Akerai.
Oh, and
Girl.
if Simi and Akerai came by, Mal saw them together, he would give them alcohol.
Pencil pen, whatever.
Aww. Yeah, I imagine very loudly outside of a bar at some point there would be a very loud scream, "Why won't anyone in this town sell me alcohol?"
But like if they came by, Mal would.
When that
provide-
happens, you see Adrian, Milo Adrian, just like enter into your warehouse. Like, can I lay hello here for like a couple of hours?
How did you get in?
I assume the door
Is
is
locked.
that I am slightly knocking on the
I'm
door
screwing
really
the
quickly.
lock.
Okay.
There's no answer. You can hear the sounds of a lot of work going on inside, though.
Okay. Somewhere else.
Mal's outside
You
of
know,
town.
You know,
doesn't have
I
an
have
hour.
a great room in the inn.
I
have a
feel
great-
like
That's the first place you look.
I
Is
feel
it?
like Killian would have instructed everyone to sell her alcohol.
Mizuki just keeps offering Simi tea and saying that she's like, it's okay, it's fermented tea.
Yeah, I might hide out
There's
in
kombucha.
there.
Yeah. It's
Specifically for when she says that, I would hide out for a little while.
Trace levels of alcohol.
Oh goodness.
Any particular plans for?
fine. So Mizuki will be
Does Patricia ever contact her back? I'm invested.
I don't
She
know.
doesn't have a way to send.
She does.
Oh,
Well,
does she?
Not
I
if
mean,
she
I
if she
have
doesn't
something.
respond to you.
Yeah, well,
within
I
the
mean, she
time
didn't.
frame, it goes away.
Yeah, I mean, she probably is not gonna bother her again for a while.
Right.
Mizuki is obviously helping Mal, teaching Mal about government, about ruling, about nobility, power, whatever. She would also, let's see.
You know,
Oh, she's-
define right and all of that.
She's also probably. Let's see. She's also probably making a lot of things in her spare time.
Okay. Anything in particular?
I'm not sure. sure. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if there's anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just to try to prepare herself and as well as her retainers. She'll probably also spend a lot of time like training her retainers.
Okay.
Or just yeah.
Anything specifically that you're training them, or just general?
Probably not combat, but
Okay.
Probably well. Let's see.
Field medicine, maybe.
Yeah, probably like field
Okay.
medicine.
So that they'd
probably
be
like,
more support staff and
like
not
more
frontline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I don't want them to, yeah. So yeah, probably just more support roles for her or whoever needs. Yeah.
Okay.
So just in general, she would all. Let's see. She would probably actually spend a bit of time with Simi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like that. I would
Yeah.
ask you a lot of different things. I would also, I would ask about Fabricia, like trying to actively push you into that because I like her okay. Also, I loathe Lars.
Oh, she also makes
Thank
it
you,
a point
Poser.
Thank you
to
for
not
resubscribing.
contact Lars at all during the 6 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
she's just kind of giving him the cold shoulder for a bit.
Okay.
So
So what's with you and Fabricia? With you
okay,
and,
but like
Acherai?
probably okay. So essentially, Fabricia didn't give her response. She would possibly reach out. Probably like 5 weeks, maybe. Yeah, it'd probably take her a minute.
Okay.
She wouldn't want to be pushy, but probably like 4 or 5 weeks into it, she would probably send her a message again. Be
Okay.
like, sorry if I upset you. Please don't feel obligated to be here. I just would like to catch up sometime.
Oh, sweetie, you didn't upset me. I was just kind of in the middle of something.
Is there anything I can help with?
I don't know. Not the kind of thing to talk about like this. Needs to be in person.
Hopefully we can have that conversation soon.
Are you inviting?
Indeed I am. Will you accept my invitation?
Girl, I'm already there.
Again, we'll be busy that night.
That was the cutest Keith.
Keith flirting as he thinks of a girl flirt.
I know, right?
Yeah, right? It's great.
Yeah,
That was something
It
that
was
existed. and
wonderful.
It was really
It was
great.
wonderful.
That was possibly better than rumors.
Also, she would anyone who requested any armor pieces, from the party,
Okay.
that would like armor pieces or specific weapons, she would tell
Or a
them.
crown?
Yes, she would also be happy to make a crown.
Okay.
Given that it is under Given that
It's
it's
like
under 100
iron
gold
with
pieces.
with a gold overlay. It rubs off on his head over time.
it's gold leaf.
I have a few things that
It's gold
Alma
leaf.
was designing for me that I'll get with you afterwards and work out if she can.
Oh,
do
I
that
could
for
do
me.
fabricate for you.
Yeah.
So I can do anything, yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
I'll get with you and check
Okay.
on
Yeah.
how that would work stat wise.
Yeah, so I can do
Okay.
fabricate for you.
And
Sounds
then
good.
I
For
had
those.
one thing I was.
I think that's all.
If I can try and do it during.
Let's
my free
see.
time.
Oh, also she would obviously probably try to keep in touch with her family
Okay.
and see how close they
Okay.
were. So, yeah.
Simi would also ask if you would be willing to, on like if they have an official date that was beyond the coffee date, if you could help her not look nearly as much like a hobo Not that she usually
Mizuki
does,
would
but
happily accept and invite her.
Are we talking
That
like
you-
haircut, pedicure?
I'm just gonna let Mizuki do her thing.
Well, okay,
and end
you know,
up like
she
a
has her
French
retainers.
poodle.
She has her retainers, so she would probably ask one of her retainers for her for their help. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
nice, yep.
So
Girls'
yes.
night.
Girls' night. Yeah.
Fully
She would also invite
anticipate.
Cabbage.
Yes, I would feel much better with this.
Wait, what?
She would also invite
to be
Cabbage.
there too.
Oh, Cabbage will very awkwardly and very like as she's
Okay,
trying
she
to-
wouldn't. She wouldn't invite her.
Okay.
She would say. She would invite her as a front that we were spending time together, doing training.
Oh, she lies.
I can roll for it if you'd like.
Are you going to touch me with the makeup?
I think that's what she's doing to me.
Oh no. Okay.
But I kind of.
She would not
asked.
be planning on.
Roll an insight check real quick.
Well, at the time, she's not planning.
Gotta make
See what
me
happens
pop
later.
you.
She just wanted. She just want Cabbage's company.
Unnatural 20.
That dwarf.
Ooh.
What'd you roll?
Let's see. For deception. 4. I did not roll well. It's fine.
Yeah, you're seeing right through this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to babysit her at night.
There's not someone else that can babysit.
I mean, they're all
You
trying
have-
to date people now.
You have advantage on your BS roll
I
here.
do.
Oh right, the
No, it's not. It's
You
to
are
act
avoiding-
innocent. Oh, act innocent or avoid blame for something that I may or may not have done.
I might have to babysit because a lot of my older siblings are dating now. They apparently found people that they're interested in or something.
Okay. Simi just really would have loved to have you there.
It's true, I don't want to do this by myself.
All right.
Can I roll persuasion?
You can try.
You actually have advantage because Simi is there also.
Okay, yes.
Saying,
Nat 20.
You don't have to put on the
Nat
makeup
20.
So
for
you can
persuasion.
so Cabbage, you can see through the bullshit, but it's very persuasive bullshit, and it's Simi, and Simi looks as about as uncomfortable as you've ever seen
Okay,
her
this
about
is
the
not a
whole
lie.
thing.
This is like
Mhm.
Simi really did want Cabbage there. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Genuine. Yep, I don't want to do this by myself. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's scary.
All right. I'll find somebody to babysit Potato.
I would really appreciate that.
But
I could even offer one of my retainers to babysit.
But no, I don't think my parents will allow that. But if you try to come near me with one of the brushes and make up me, I'm leaving.
Noted.
Last time I,
You looked incredible.
yep, I don't want to again.
Mizuki's very confused.
Not really.
You
Well,
don't
aesthetic.
want to look incredible.
I think I look incredible the way I am.
I mean,
She
you
does.
do. This is true.
Yeah.
Do you see this hair that I cut myself?
It's very beautiful. Yes. Wonderful.
I'll be there for moral support.
I look forward to it.
That look.
I look forward to your presence.
Thanks.
That's the thing that happens.
That's the thing that happens.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So
that's
she
all.
French
for
moves me.
Yeah. Yes.
So you get froofed up. You're froofed up by one of her retainers.
Yes.
For a night out with Akerai.
How do I look?
Probably stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, she does have, yeah. She has good
Yeah,
taste.
World's most beautiful geisha.
you are made up by. I mean, you're made up by a retainer that does make up for nobility.
Yes.
So it is like high class.
Yep.
And she does tisk at you a little bit for the state of your
Oh,
hair.
I'm blessed.
Ooh.
No,
Oh.
cabbage.
What?
Oh, cabbage is blessed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
why am I
blessed.
blessed?
I don't know.
Oh.
To
Who's
escape
color?
or something.
Chipper smiles
Chipper
upon
redeemed
you.
it.
Yep. Okay.
Tucking rolls out the
Thanks.
window.
So remember, you've got to bless.
I've got to bless.
You've got to bless for the next
when it
roll.
comes up.
For when it comes up.
I mean,
Um,
persuasion. So yeah, like
We'll save the blessed.
But
Yeah,
but you
right.
do get so you were made up by a retainer that knows how to do the thing for nobility. So you are we'll say you've got a temporary.
Just imagine that meetup. Hi, this isn't my face, but do you like it?
So you've got a temp.
That you just described makeup.
I want everyone now to, whenever they are wearing makeup, to be like,
This is not my face, but do you like it?
Can you can someone quote that?
Somebody please quote that in the
I
chat.
will in a sec.
Oh my
So you have for the night a temporary +3 to your charisma rolls.
Ooh.
so that
I mean,
brings
we
you
don't
to
have
like,
to RP all
what,
of
a
that.
+1?
No.
+2.
Let's do.
If I'm drunk, my performance goes up to plus.
Your
5.
performance, huh?
Yep, her
Yeah.
performance.
More musical performance, I think, than anything else. But
You know.
hey.
Granny might beg to differ.
Anyway, so you are dolled up nicely for your evening with Akerai. Now, there's not a lot to do in Setterton, but the two of you do go out. You have a nice meal at the tavern. None of the barmaids will serve you alcohol,
But you know where to get it.
but you know where to get it, so that's not a huge thing.
You
Um,
enabler.
Mm-hmm.
After dinner, he does, he does take you down just to the river to a quiet spot where the two of you can sit and have a quiet conversation.
Yeah, I
And-
had a first kiss that started that way. Just saying.
You were cabbage.
Mizuki did
Oh,
too.
me, not cabbage.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a good way to have a first kiss, I reckon. She has
Poor
that
Akerai is-
spinach right here.
poor Akerai is very, very sort of awkward and nervous about the whole night.
I mean, have you met me? I think at some point through the evening, I'm just gonna come out and be like, "So does our awkward clash right now? Is that what's happening? I don't know how to not be this way."
I'm not sure I do either.
Oh. Well, that's strange. I guess we'll figure it out. I mean, should I stick with the not my face face? Is that helpful in this situation? I'm used to kicking things. This is a really weird stretch for me, but Mizuki's really good at this stuff, so I don't know.
I liked you before you did the whole not your face thing, right?
Well, you know my face isn't dead, right? Like, it's just under this.
God, we are so awkward, aren't we?
The past tenseness of that was just very damning. I liked you before you did that to your face. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to be funny and I'm not good at it.
That's all right. I don't think I am either.
Nope.
Between Danny and Simi is becoming blurred.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not sure.
Wasn't it always?
One's a raging alcoholic.
Okay, that part
Don's a
not so
raging
much.
Oreoholic.
You take that back.
I mean, it's true. I just don't have them in the house because I can't stop.
Very smart.
Don't stop, don't stop.
So he does.
You got Chipper's attention.
There's. Speaking of Oreoholics.
So he does reach out and he takes your hand. It's like, I know it won't be like it was before, but I want to get as close as we can to that.
While their date is going on, Mizuki's going to use clairvoyance to, like, basically spy on them.
You are
Oh, that is
such a peeping Tom.
Also,
Okay.
he like his
Terrible.
thing is finding magic. So
Well, it's undetectable,
Well, is Cabbage still with you?
isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's invisible.
Yes, but
I mean, you can.
they're
I
still
mean,
in
like,
trade.
you can
It
detect
is-
magic,
it is,
but
yeah, I was gonna say, it's invisible, but there are ways to detect it.
yeah.
Is Cabbage still with you?
I don't know.
Because she will
Is
not
she-
let you do that.
Really?
Probably not.
such a
She's
good
probably
friend.
done. She probably got tired. I'm sure she got tired.
That's true.
She was
wouldn't
like,
stay
I'm
any, much,
she,
any longer
if-
than she had
if
to.
Simi left, I'm sure she did.
That's fair.
What?
Like, she's not gonna spend on there for very long.
Just a little.
She's just gonna check in.
Just for the juicy parts?
Just
Yeah,
so
just
that
for-
she
yeah.
can like see how terrible we are at this. She's like, oh gosh, I gotta get.
She's
this
like,
for
okay,
lessons."
that's enough.
We have.
She's gonna be like, oh, I can't watch this anymore.
Okay. Sure. We can try. It's not gonna be the same, but maybe this time, since I feel like maybe a little bit more of a whole person, maybe it actually might be better. But if you ever screw up that much again, I don't care if you're better than me, I will murder you. I will find a way. I don't care if there's not logic in that threat.
I would hope I wouldn't ever screw up that
Me too.
much again. But that's fair.
Also, I intend on killing your stepdad, so if that's like a...
This date is going great. Simi, how can I
That's
spell
a deal breaker.
Such pillow talk.
Yeah. The foreplay is strong.
I can't blame you for that either.
Wouldn't mind help.
Okay.
good talk.
Yeah. All right then. I feel like we've made progress this evening.
Bonding over murder.
Murders is out.
Oh, sorry, my
Is
nose ditch. There's a
out.
lot
So
on my face
Me
right now.
and
So,
Right,
first
correct.
question: would you have sought out Mal for strong drink?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, you did
All
ask
right.
him out for a drink.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's the thing. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Me? Okay. That's not terrible. Wisdom is a +3. 15?
Okay. Okay.
You have inspiration?
We do
Lots of
have quite a question.
Now,
15 is
now,
not
now, now,
bad.
look on his face.
No, it's not.
Says that this could.
I mean, this is accidentally a semi-dating sim, so I feel like I did not intend for that to be a thing. Sorry.
Oh no,
I mean,
this is
we've all been
your
waiting.
hopes.
Like, it's fine.
So,
Uh,
so your tattoo
uh-oh.
of its own
Oh dear.
accord
Oh dear.
reaches out and pulls Acherite towards you. How do you respond?
By bashing my forehead into his and being very confused. Ow! Like, what just. Oh, that's me. Oh, sorry.
Wowie.
It's hard to control when I'm excited.
Or drunk.
Little A, little B.
So as he's being pulled in, he sort of looks down and sees that there's this momentary flash of panic over his face
There should be.
that is then quickly sort of replaced by, well, something else. And as he as he is pulled in, he wraps his arms around you and goes in and kisses you.
Yep. I shall accept the kiss.
Final.
I mean, there was still a 50-50 chance whether she was
Punched
okay with
him
this
or
or
kissed
punched
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tentacles said I was alright with that.
And then the camera pans up.
Yeah. Hey.
Fly.
Simi's not too fast paced. It's okay.
Tentacles were definitely involved.
So the
There is
sixth week.
Yeah.
So 6 weeks passes. All of that has transpired. Nate and Lance, roll me a d20.
There was one more thing I wanted to try and do, but it's
Go ahead.
I was
Look at that. Look at
wondering if I could try and make a magic item.
What magic item, Braden?
Well, I was gonna go for one complicated, but after that, I think I'm gonna simple.
Good choice.
Good choice. Good choice.
I wanted to do. I have too many photos. Just the uncommon version of this.
The uncommon version of the staff of the or robes of the Archmagi.
I'm not an idiot. Well.
Thought he could get away with it.
Oh, totally.
With what I have.
That's what he was going to do before I left.
Uh-oh. I
He's
wanted
considering
I
it.
I wanted to do that on the shield that the Roll20 things. I wanted that to be put on the shield that I have.
Say that again.
When we did our new Roll20 stuff, I gave him, there was the dragon shield. I wanted to incorporate that for the dragon shield.
Okay.
With all of the material I have gathered thus far.
Remind me what you have.
Oh boy. I have. Okay, we won't need the block of wood. I have 300 gold pieces worth of mithril, and a sheet of leather made from a reptilian skin.
You've been holding out on me.
But the
Did
300
you-
gold pieces? No, I
Of
took that from.
mithril.
Of mithril,
Yeah, she helped me make that.
Yeah, I did.
I turned your 300 gold pieces that I took from your tower.
Continue. I just need to make some notes.
What?
Yes,
what
I did.
What?
I did help.
I did not process that Mizu's ability allows her to take money and turn it into metal.
Yeah. Yes.
Any kind of
Yes.
metal.
Yes.
Yes, any kind of metal.
Good lord, I have so many more ideas.
The downfall on Keith's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all I had gotten so far.
Okay.
can only
So you had
use
this.
The skin made of reptilian leather and 300 gold pieces
Twice.
worth of
Mithril.
For
mithril.
long
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, for long rest. Yeah.
He's
So
a
2 times a day.
weeks. 6
Yeah,
weeks.
it's true. We
Wait,
do have
don't
6
you
weeks.
also have the empty vial that they use to contain the blood of
I do
the...
have
yes.
an empty besides the
As
one
long as
vial
it's
I
on
have
your
that I
gold
wear
pieces.
kind of around my neck. I do have
Mhm.
the empty one that
So-
we got from
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Earth
But,
World
you
cave
know.
when we
Yeah.
saved Kendai.
Okay.
So that's what we
Make
did. Is we
me
make mithril.
make me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. What is my Arcana? It's gonna be funny when I find out. It's a +1. So,
Okay.
can I have Inger assist or no? He is not proficient in Arcana.
Then no.
Okay. Hit me out. Nope. Doing the trick.
Nice.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. So that is enough.
Okay.
I presume you have been speaking with your patron about this. Okay. What what have you been saying? What have you been?
Please, please.
You also asked Mizuki for help.
Well, you've already helped me
You
make
got
the
it,
shield.
Yeah. Okay.
You've also helped me with the mithril and all that sort of
Yes.
stuff.
Okay.
So, I imagine that during one of the days, I've gone to kind of like the swimming hole that's
Mhm.
kind of like west of town,
Okay.
and making sure that no one's around. I will go into the deep part of the river and just kind of with all the materials, just kind of sit there at the bottom of that river and try and talk to my patron, just being like, we've gotten one of your parts. We're working on finding the second one. I just could really use a little more help.
Okay. So you feel a prompting in your mind to pull out the vial that you got from the Earth Kobold.
Yep.
And to unstopper it there underwater in the swimming hole.
I do so.
Okay. Little bubbles, flow out, water
So
flows
it,
in.
So it teaches me how to do that because at the time we didn't know how to do that. Okay.
Water flows in, and as it flows in, as it passes, you can kind of see it flowing in, and as it passes the lip, something infuses it, and as it flows into the vial, it takes on this sort of magical sheen. Once the vial is filled, the stopper reseals itself again to look as though it's all a single piece. And then the prompting comes to pull out your mithril.
Pull out the mithril.
Okay.
I guess just kind of like water bend underneath, just like
Okay.
twirling around, focusing all of those parts to the shield.
What form was the mithril when you had it
I
made?
believe we turned them into like little scale shapes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
we
think
were
that's what we
because
did,
the
yeah.
original plan was to do the mask,
Okay.
but I suppose thematically the scales will like attach to the dragon head and kind of infuse, making it like the scales on the shield.
Okay. All right. So the scales, you sort of pull the scales out in front of you, and of course you are at the bottom of the river in this swimming hole, and so you're holding the scales out in front of you, and they start to float in front of you. Now this is mithril. It is floating in water. And it sort of swirls around you. The light of the vial, which is now energized, sort of suffuses over them, and each of them starts to take on a little bit of a magical tinge to them as they weld themselves to your shield. The vial itself sort of elongates into a handle, and it replaces the handle of the shield, so that as you're grabbing the shield, you are grabbing this vial, this crystal vial that is filled with magical essence. And when you do, you feel the sort of magical essence pouring off of this and into you, and you get a sense that you've got a little bit of a boost to your abilities.
Alright, that's all I want.
Okay.
I was gonna get greedy and just like, can I also tie in a decanter of endless water so the dragon mouth can open up and water spews up? That's fine. That's good. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So what was the results of your rolls?
9.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So, the 6 weeks has passed. Those of you who might be out and about Sutterton, you look up as the semi-regular, now that winter has broken, the semi-regular coach comes pulling into town. A little bit of mail gets tossed off the top to be distributed among town.
They don't stop. They just truck it out
Yeah.
and they just keep going.
Castian in a body bag.
They actually stop. But stepping out of said coach is a familiar figure, Castian, returning to town. So whoever would have been around to see
I
that.
would probably have been around, I'm sure.
I avoid the coaches because I still kind of freak out about them.
I would probably just be out and about doing business in town.
Okay.
Trying to make what money I can on.
You're closed up in your
Possibly.
shop. Cabbage is doing piratey things.
We're
You're probably
we're into spring, so he's probably sourcing ingredients. in the
sourcing
woods.
stuff. Simi's
So-
avoiding. So I guess it remains to be seen. Milo, where would you be?
I'll say.
Actually, I guess as you're surfacing with your new shield, you do
Aha!
see, you do see the shark.
Ba-da-da-da.
So as you're surfacing, you do see the coach rolling into town. So
I see that.
make me a perception check.
Of course you make.
Dexter looks out the window at you and goes,
Wow, everything's coming up Milo today. Perception.
Yep.
17.
It was really good.
17.
I'm impressed.
Wow.
There
Just wait
is
till combat starts.
there's a familiar silhouette in one of the windows of the coach.
A tall hat.
A very
Very
broad
big hat.
brimmed hat. Yes.
I will swim and just like I will jog back to town.
Okay. So by the time you get there, Castian has dismounted, and Mizuki is there as well. However, Mizuki would react to seeing Castian.
Yes, Mizuki would probably go to greet him.
Okay.
Castian, you've returned.
Lady Mizuki, nice to see you
Hello.
again.
It is wonderful to see you again. I'm glad that you were able to return so swiftly.
Oh, I have to do something.
Yes, apparently I got the help I needed and they released me.
I am so happy to hear that.
Turned him into a sleep
That was
agent.
to see whether I arrived out of breath. That is a natural 20 though.
or
I'm
he
so
murdered
happy.
everyone.
Chipper, I appear to not chipper, but I've gotten a lot more athletic, apparently.
Use your words.
Would you like one of those, Keith?
Yes, please.
Wait, how
Thank
are
you.
you feeling?
I am on the rebound, I think, for the better.
Good.
It's still going to take more time, of course. Apparently, I've missed a lot.
Oh, you
And
catched
I need
Jin
to-
as
Yes,
I approach.
Need to.
it's probably best if we catch up this evening.
Is everyone else in town as well? Or is it just you?
No, everyone else is in town.
Did anyone else die while I was gone?
Yeah.
To include Killian.
Yeah, well, yes, I include Killian. Killian is locked up in his shop. So that's. I mean, though he is in town.
Where he should stay.
I like the way that was phrased.
Though he's in town, he's not currently taking visitations.
That makes it sound like we have
It
rocked
sounds
him
like
up.
you guys locked
That
me
was
down.
well done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to try and open the door to my shop, and there's a chain wrapped around it.
Nope.
I have been contained.
Oh, I might stop by later. We'll see. But
Best of luck if you do decide to stop by.
but it's good to see you. But
course
I,
it's good to see you.
I do need to go see some other people.
Of course, I will let you go about your business. I just wanted to welcome you back.
And he'll give you a bow.
Yes, she'll bow back. Very slight bow, but
Peasants.
Uh-huh.
More
she's
like a
still
head
respectful. Yeah, she's just like,
There's a. Okay. Did Milo make it back?
Yeah, he was
Milo
there.
didn't make it.
Milo! Hi, Milo.
Yeah.
Castian, nice to see you back.
Well, hello, Milo. How you been?
Good. I'm good. That was more of just like he used my actual name in public.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Doing good. Doing good.
Oh yes, I'm Adrian. I'm fine.
I'm doing good. How was the travel?
Travel's travel. Just long. Bumpy.
It's to be
It is a
expected, I
long-
suppose.
What brings you in town?
Who live
Can we
here?
just, we've just been holding out here during the winter, making some plans and whatnot.
Plotting the downfall of the government.
Yep, say that out loud.
Yeah,
please.
say that out loud. Yeah.
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
normally
You
do
know.
on a Tuesday?
I don't know
Yeah,
that. I
what
don't
do
know
you-
that.
We're sending you back.
But, yeah. No, I don't know that. Yes, I just saw Lady Mizuki, and she said we should probably meet up and catch up on things later.
Oh yeah, absolutely, of course.
Keith, can I be nearby?
This is killing
If you
me,
want
isn't
to
it?
be.
I do want to be. So I'm gonna stroll in town off the docks. Cassian! And like bulldoze hug. Probably knock your hat off.
Ah!
Yes, thank you, Stephen, for demonstrating.
But far more aggressively than that.
Yes.
We're sitting down. I don't want to fall.
That's
Fair.
fair.
Well,
Fair.
okay. So as you do that, though, your head will probably run into my chest, and you'll feel something really hard. And then I pull it out. It's the rock you gave me. I made it into a necklace.
That's real sweet.
Stings a bit.
Yeah, stings a little bit.
Are you okay?
I am on the mend,
Insight check.
and
Yeah.
they.
Yeah. Could I also do check? Not that.
Are you still there or did you walk away?
I'm still there. Yeah.
Then yes.
Well, once I saw
Yeah.
Milo,
You know what? I have enough I can spend, so I can give it to other people.
They tried a series of treatment to help me,
Well,
Okay.
and
insight.
here I am.
So when you say on the mend, Like, does that mean they released you or you got out?
So a natural 20.
Two things can be true at once.
Also gonna give you that.
The voices told me they were letting me out.
The door was open. I walked out.
You sounded suspiciously like Tweedles.
Not that you
They're
hold it.
fucking-
Of course, I mean,
Yes.
of course, there's only so much they could do, within the past 2 months. But they seem like I was making progress in the right direction.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're back.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, what I said was true. I was making progress in the right direction.
Uh-huh.
Which direction is that?
Left.
So, important question.
Important answer.
How murdery are you feeling?
I'm not going to murder you.
Not me. I don't think you're gonna murder me.
No, of course not.
No, not me. Just maybe, other certain members of our party.
Cohort.
I'm gonna look around to see who, like,
Who's around?
is there anybody nearby listening to us?
Make me a perception check.
17 plus 8.
25.
What?
5.
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Okay, cool.
People have actual jobs.
I wouldn't murder people on my
Right.
first
People
day
would be-
back. That's just wrong.
It's a very carefully phrased answer.
Yeah.
Besides, I've been out of it for a while. I need to catch up on things and see what's going on,
Oh,
and
we've got a lot to catch up on.
apparently so. And no, I'm feeling good right now.
Okay. I think we all need to meet up for dinner tonight.
Yes,
if
I
we can-
mentioned that
Um,
it's best that we catch up.
Yes.
If we can cope.
There needs to be a pact of peace before said dinner.
From the direction of Killian's workshop, there is a clank, and the doors start to open.
I run.
What?
I run
Did
out
I-
of sight.
What was his name? Roger?
But in a completely
The
unrelated
automatons, they're alive!
Please be Roger. Please be Roger.
But in a completely unrelated note, I do need to talk to Killian.
With all of us present, right?
With witnesses, right?
Witnesses.
My natural 20.
Sure.
Do I gain insight on that?
Let's do dinner tonight. All of us will do
Deal with
dinner.
that later.
I'll
Also, I
get
need
it
to remember these.
planned. When did I become the planner?
Would you like
Forgot
me to
about
plan
titles.
something?
Yes! Yes!
I would be happy to plan something.
Thank
Take my
you.
responsibility.
Kevin's just like, take it from me.
Thank you, Mizuki. I will gather.
You are certainly welcome.
I can do that.
Yes.
I could
please
probably
let
make
everyone
something.
know.
Oh yeah, you can cook sometimes.
So Killian, now that your shop is open,
I'm gonna get attacked
Well,
from all
Killian is
directions.
going to come out of his shop leading 2 draft horses.
What now?
Yeah, so he's the doors to the workshop open, and Killian is going to come out onto the street with 2 draft horses.
He was gathering their manure to use as fuel.
That would not surprise me.
Unless anyone
Yeah.
else is going to do anything, he is going to start leading them around to the other side of his workshop on the outside.
I'm just gonna sort of casually, not so casually watch casting.
I'm just nonchalantly kind of eyeing you, see what you're doing.
I don't even think Killian notices them.
Why? And there's 2.
there are 2 draft horses, so like as Killian's standing there, like his head comes up to their shoulders.
Wait,
Where
how
are
big
these
is
drafts
this
from?
door?
How?
Oh, it's like a.
Oh,
it's like
it's
a
huge.
Yeah,
warehouse size
these are the
building.
big
Yeah.
warehouse
Doors.
doors.
Do I recognize the draft horses at all?
Are
It's
these
a
her
good
horses?
question.
Are they stolen?
I do not know where I bought them from, Keith.
Did you buy them or steal them?
I bought them. Assuming that there were 2 draft horses in town I could buy, otherwise they would be oxen.
There were draft horses. You would have bought them from. You would have bought them from the
mill,
from the lumber yard, from the lumber camp outside of town. After one of their rounds, bringing logs down from the camp
Right.
to the mill, they were you made an offer and it was accepted and you bought those. So yes, you would recognize them, but not as yours.
Yeah,
you would
okay.
recognize you would have seen them moving stuff
Yes,
back
that
and
makes
forth
sense,
from
yeah.
town.
Huh. This
See,
is an
Killian
interesting
hasn't changed that much.
I will
Okay,
update.
hold on. Remind me, where did you leave off? Like, how much?
It's been a while.
There,
I know, but like, where in relation to what happened with Killian?
He missed.
Wow.
That was
You should definitely talk to Killian later. About.
Well, like, has Killian come back when you were?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, Killian
right.
came
You
back.
were just feeling real murdery about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I tried to burn him a few times.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's what I thought we left off. Okay. Cool.
So where are you staying tonight?
Well, actually, I need to go see Alma's parents and talk to them for a little bit.
Yeah, you should do that.
I'll probably end up staying there.
Is he killing the?
No, I think he's just
Yeah,
getting a
Killing
drink.
Charlie.
Yeah, he is killing Charlie.
Poor
What is-
Charlie.
I don't know why the noises are just so very obvious tonight.
I
I-
know.
I don't know.
It's a thing. Maybe it's because it's snowing outside. It makes the world quieter.
That.
Oh, how bad?
Yeah, I can see how bad it is.
That's a long.
Uh-oh.
Wait, like,
Ooh.
Sorry for
Well,
sorry for the pause.
Wow.
Wow.
All of the snow out there, guys.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
We do have
That's
a
not
room here.
okay.
There are many different flat surfaces that you can sleep upon.
I was just
Your
gonna say, I don't know if I'm driving home tonight.
guest room stays ready.
Okay,
We
so
have food hanging
okay,
there.
sorry.
Okay.
no, that's
We'll
okay.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's very good to see you. But if you'll excuse me, I have some other people I need to see.
Yeah, and you'll meet up with us for dinner tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
And not kill
We'll
anyone
send
at
word.
dinner.
We'll send
course.
word.
Okay,
I promise I won't kill anyone at dinner.
or before.
Or before.
Before.
Okay.
Or after.
He didn't
I'm not
tell
there.
her.
Well,
That's what she's gonna get him to say at dinner.
it seems I have some planning to do.
Yeah, if you could plan the dinner,
Yeah. Of course.
I'll start gathering the people. Starting with Killian.
Yes. That seems like a.
I'm gonna head
Good
off
idea.
to Alma's parents and visit with them for a bit.
Okay,
With my natural 20, where is his crosshairs aimed at the moment?
I will
Not
let
at you.
I will let him answer that. So he rolled a natural 20 inside.
Do you need to get up and go whisper in his ear?
Seductively.
A little bit of time.
What exactly were you inciting?
Your general
Well-being.
well-being,
How murdery.
how
Mental-
murdery, you know, just
Your mental
checking
state.
your mental state.
On a scale of well-adjusted to Hannibal Lecter,
Yeah.
where are you?
Freddy Krueger. No. No, right now I'm pretty calm and pretty relaxed. So no intention of killing anyone. And
Okay.
I'm like I said, I just want to go talk to Alma's parents because
So I just
Before
I get a
dinner,
very
Mizuki's
calm before
going
the
to make
storm
sure she
kind
has
of
calm
vibe.
emotions prepared.
Okay, that's fine. I accept that.
I think
That's
calm before the storm is a very accurate
Yeah.
description.
Yeah, that is the perfect.
Mizuki's gonna make sure she has calm emotions prepared
Okay.
before dinner tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out what to
that's
cook.
what her
That's
planning
real
is
smart.
going to consist of.
good job, Mizuki.
I'm gonna look up recipes. So
Oh yeah, she would also. Milo, when you know what's on the menu, let me know if you need any ingredients or anything.
yeah. I'm debating on what to do.
Okay. So, Cabbage, you're gathering up Killian. Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I'll be getting Mal. I'll be getting Killian. I'll be getting Simi.
Can I bring up +1?
I guess Ackroyd's pretty well into this at this point, so yeah. That's about everybody. Right?
That was a look.
last
Yeah.
time I saw Ackroyd, I thought he was gonna kill Milo.
Oh.
Yeah.
There have been some
Okay. I will attempt to make a beef Wellington and mashed potatoes.
Oh.
I
Alright,
like
Gordon
taters.
Ramsay.
You definitely grew up as royalty. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Oh,
Mizuki's
just a
gonna be
casual
happy
dinner
about
with
it.
friends. But
Mizuki's
it's
gonna be
probably
happy
just
about
like
it.
a hunk of just like deer meat.
Oh,
With
so it's
like-
gonna be venison.
Venison.
Venison Wellington.
Yeah, venison Wellington or something like that.
Okay.
Except it's not like pastry bread. It's whatever I can figure out. So, and whatever the medieval equivalent of gravy is.
Gravy.
I mean,
That would be
I'm
gravy.
sure they had gravy.
Gravy's not hard.
No,
It's
it's
flour in oil.
yeah.
But you could
I
probably
will
manage
work
the
on-
pastry part too, honestly.
I will work on that.
All right. Make your
Of
rolls.
course, you're gonna make me roll. What is the specific roll that you make me do? So it's my proficiency plus what?
Performance.
Performance?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what you
Are you doing this at Mom's house?
Probably.
I'll help.
Oh, thank you.
So you will have advantage.
Okay.
I say that. Are you proficient in either performance or survival?
I'm proficient in performance when I'm drunk.
Do I know that?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So I guess the question is,
I'll just be a sous chef.
are you drunk?
I could be.
Seems
Except
like,
Mom won't give me booze
I'll
anymore.
help, let me go get the wine!
Don't you have like cooking wine or something, or
Oh,
Ugh.
cooking alcohol something?
I have
Which would just be
standards at the
actual
beginning of
alcohol. In this time period, it would just be actual alcohol.
Right.
Yeah, it would
Would you be
just
cooking with it?
Probably.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do a perception
Hey, look
check
over there.
Okay.
to see if I see her taking some
Taking a swig.
taking a swig. So my perception is +1.
6.
All right. So you will have. She's assisting you.
Okay.
She's
Bork, bork, bork.
Okay.
I have 4 little boys in this kitchen.
Okay. I will cook. Okay.
Terrible.
It's +9.
Oh.
21.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
turns out pretty good actually.
I will also let Simi know that Castian has arrived, and that's why we're making the.
Oh, but she already invited me.
Okay.
Yeah, cabbage would have.
Yeah. So
Where
at this
are
point,
we-
I probably
did
have
we-
Ackroyd with me, who's watching me.
So, Cabbage, where are we having this?
Where are we having
Mizuki,
this?
where are we having
Honestly, probably Mom's house is.
That's probably
it depends
the
where
best
Mizuki
place.
plans it.
It's
Yeah.
it
Well-
all depends on where Mizuki feels like.
If we had it at your mother's place, we would have to be careful
Yeah.
about conversations because she doesn't know who
She-
you are.
Okay. at this point, she would probably go ask Killian.
Just what, do it in the
Happen at the
warehouse?
workshop.
I mean,
Okay.
honestly, she probably would.
Okay.
The only other place she would think of is like in her room, but there's like not quite enough room. Even though her room is very spacious, but yeah, probably in the warehouse. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Monastery.
And she would ask Killian
But
if she
it's the
could
monastery.
bring some floor cushions.
Nosy nuns.
Yeah.
So Keith, I assume Cabbage is going to arrive at Killian's workshop first as she is heading there.
Yes.
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 So Killian is around on the far side of his shop, so as you walk past, the doors are open. Do you look in?
Yes.
There is a giant carriage wagon.
Oh,
Thing.
it's a Vardo, is what they are called. It is a gypsy
No,
wagon.
it is not that.
It's not a Vardo?
It's not a Vardo.
Okay.
So it is 9 feet wide. You don't know how long. It sits about 3 feet up off the ground. And it is this like 8 foot tall box, but the roof is kind of peaked.
Like a chuck wagon?
Yeah,
Bigger?
kind of, but bigger. And it is taking up everything in the workshop has pretty much been cleaned out. You've never seen it so clean and empty. And in the middle, he's shoved things to the side, and in the middle is just this giant wagon.
Do you remember? All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Oi,
So,
Killian.
oh, hello, Cabbage.
First off, are you
Yeah.
building a house on wheels?
Built a house on wheels. Yes,
How long does this take you?
6 weeks.
Oh my
Yeah, imagine that.
So that's what the big horses are for.
Yes, this is Cobalt, and it is a gray and white dappled horse. And this, he points to a brown horse, is Jonathan. I did not name them.
Okay,
They came
this
named.
is one I was given and have not spent, but I am giving it to you because I love Jonathan.
I legitimately pulled up a horse name generator and got Cobalt, and then the next one, Jonathan.
Cobalt, the
Cobalt,
color,
like the color,
not the. Okay. Okay.
A T,
Not
not a D.
kobold.
Yes. Okay.
not Kobold,
Like
Cobalt,
Andy's car.
Yeah.
and Jonathan. And Killian is sitting here brushing one of them, and he's got a trough out with feed in it, and there's another trough with water, and he's got the reins tied to the fence.
Pleased to meet you, sirs. So,
Right? What day is it?
Blah day.
it's
Ugh.
Blood Day.
Whoa!
What
I was
day?
only off by 3, 4 days.
When was the last time you had a meal, like an actual meal?
Define actual meal.
Okay, that tells me everything I need to know.
I ate 2 hours ago.
Uh-huh.
Was
I
it
had-
2 hours
Was it
ago?
sawdust or metal?
No,
It was jerky.
it was some cut of meat that had been salted long time ago, and half a chunk of stale bread.
Yeah, okay. So conveniently for you, we're planning a dinner tonight.
Oh.
So,
So what happened was.
happy
It's
news.
how what happened was.
Castian's back in town.
Oh,
He seems stable.
so
More
is
stable
Castian back
than-
in town because he snuck back into town, or is
Unclear.
okay?
Yeah, to be fair, you did not see him arrive, so.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
But regardless of how or why he got here, he's got a lot to catch up on. So Mizuki's planning a dinner. I think Milo's gonna cook something. And we're going to catch up and start more planning tonight because Castian is part of this.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's promised not to murder you. During or before dinner.
So what happens if he hallucinates and thinks that I'm not me?
I don't.
In fact, what happens if he hallucinates and thinks that anyone is not someone that they are?
I think all of us will be on guard.
Who's with him right now?
He was going to see Kel. He wasn't giving off that vibe. I think he's getting better. I think he was on the mend. He seems a lot better than he did.
Was on the mend,
That's what he said.
implying that he
It's
is
no
no
longer.
longer on said mend.
I went with my gut, which has been known to be good.
Somebody quote that.
What was it exactly?
I went with my gut, which has been known to be good.
So I think it's actually going to be a productive dinner. We can pry out of him a little bit more of what's been going on. Maybe, probably, definitely before we start talking about plans. But he seems better.
Okay, and we're having dinner where?
Dinner. I didn't want to plan it. Mizuki was there and offered.
Okay.
Cue Mizuki. Hey, can we use your warehouse?
Yeah, here comes me. So again,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
are walking down the
Mizuki's
road,
probably
does
at this-
Mizuki look in the workshop that is now open or not?
I am certain she would.
Okay.
As she's quite familiar with
Same
workshop.
thing. To you, it would probably it's like a carriage, but bigger and on a different
Right.
like it's like a carriage, but if you were planning on living in one.
Quite elaborate.
Oh, and I
She,
forgot
like-
there is
she,
a
like, gets
chimney
distracted.
pointed. There's a
She
stone
like gets
chimney
distracted,
poking
like
out of the wood.
admiring the
Forgot that
carriage.
part.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Mizuki suddenly gets distracted admiring the carriage.
Just totally
What?
forgets why she's
What a
here.
fine piece of work.
Or do you go into the workshop?
Yes, yes. At this
Okay.
point,
That's
yeah,
when you
yeah.
die.
Yes, at this point she would go into the workshop.
Okay.
This is when he enacts his plan and you're dead.
Firstly, are you looking at said wagon?
Not touching, just admiring from a distance.
Ah, good. You've learned
She,
the first
she
one.
knows, she knows
You do not
about
touch.
Killian's workshop.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so it is 18 feet long.
okay, yeah, wow.
And on the back end, it has sort of like a rounded alcove almost with 3 small stained glass windows in it.
Okay.
How tall is Mizuki?
She
Does
is.
it have a sunroof?
She's pretty tall, actually.
I actually didn't think of that.
She is 5'9".
Hatch.
What is that called?
So average height.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you
That's
can
a
probably
little tall for
Little
her.
tall.
you can probably barely see in through the bottom of the windows.
Okay.
And what you would see as you were looking in is like a big hearth with like pots and pans hanging from it, and what looks like maybe a pantry built into this center structure, and a stove and oven.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And like there's a table in there. There's like bookcases off to one side. There's furniture and boxes stacked up.
Okay.
Like one of those like small RV sort of caravans, where it's just like everything is
Yeah.
like small scale.
Not actually, no, not like that. What it looks like is Killian has packed the wagon with stuff. Like there's not enough room currently to really like get around inside the wagon, and it's
Yeah.
just packed with stuff.
Okay.
And so like there's like boxes on top of things. He has like chairs stacked on top of each other, like on the table. It's really interesting.
Okay, so she probably takes, a few, probably like 10 minutes before she finally like goes back to, and she looks around and she calls Killian's name.
Did you hear something? My hearing's a little off. It got kind of loud occasionally in the workshop.
He's over here, Mizuki.
Ah!
How long have you been lost in here?
From underneath the table.
So she goes toward
I broke the first rule.
So,
Killian
same
and
thing.
Cabbage.
Killian is standing there talking with Cabbage. There are 2 horses tied to the fence. Oh, hello, Mizu.
Hello, Killian. How are you?
It's been... Okay, yeah, no, I was off by 4 days. Good!
Good.
Tired and hungry, actually, but good.
Okay. Well, there. About you being hungry.
Uh-huh.
Tonight we have a dinner plan. Since
Yep.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Kevin
that
just let you
cabbage
know.
has
Oh yes.
filled me in, yep.
About Castian. So, but I was wondering, although perhaps it's not the best at this point, but I was wondering if perhaps we could use your workshop, but it seems like it's a little tight for space.
Could you move it?
Okay, so first off, you're looking for a place to have dinner. Where else have you tried other than asking if you can use my workshop?
This is the first place that I've
So you're...
tried.
I mean,
Well,
Alright, dear
just
ones.
we're going to be discussing certain sensitive
You
topics.
realize that most of the time it probably was not safe to eat anything that had been in my workshop for more than 5 minutes, right?
and that's all you've been
Oh,
eating,
that's fair.
right?
Yeah, I actually cleaned up a lot of that stuff
I can see.
before I started. How many people are you expecting for dinner?
The usual crew.
Yeah.
7.
Let's see.
7.
8.
Yeah. 8. 8 because
Plus
Acherai.
Acherai. Anyone else?
Bull? Question
Oh,
mark?
yeah,
What happened to Volk?
9. He's somewhere in town.
There.
He's around
He's
somewhere.
probably
Is it-
he's
are
always
we-
in the tavern
Are we
getting
keeping
plastered.
Volk?
I mean, Mal is.
Would Mal invite Volk to dinner?
Mal is not going to have a chance. It's
Yeah.
going to take him a long time to get back to town.
Okay.
Yeah.
8. 8.
Yeah. So 8 people.
So,
I just wanted somewhere safe.
so we cannot use the workshop.
Clearly,
Not only because it is currently full, but also
I did notice. Yes.
I'd have to clean it up. Yes, it does move. That's why it's on wheels.
I assumed, but I've seen some of your creations.
You're gonna have to take out a wall.
So,
Well, there's there's the basement.
okay, I don't know. I can either try and explain to you what I'm thinking, or I can show you what I'm thinking.
That's. Go ahead.
Explain or show?
Yeah, show me. Yeah.
Show you. Oh, okay.
Yes, that.
In
seems
that
to be
case,
easier.
then he's going to untie the reins of one of the horses and look at Cabbage and be like, "Do you want Cobalt or Jonathan?"
Oh, definitely Jonathan.
Yeah, I thought you'd want Jonathan. And he's
Is
going to
Jonathan
lead.
cross-eyed?
He's going to lead the horses around to the wagon and start hitching them up to it. And so after he gets it all hooked up, he's going to climb up onto the carriage seat there, and he's going to grab the reins back. Okay. So this is admittedly only the second time I am taking the wagon out for a spin.
Bless.
I think it will work, but I'm not sure.
This is why I asked if you could move.
This is also the first time I'm doing it when there are actually people awake and out in the street. So,
Also, that's what that noise was.
so Killian's gonna go, alright, and try and get them to, start pulling the wagon out of the shop and take a left turn out of the shop and head off out away from town a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Now I will say Killian has been practicing.
Are you proficient in contraptions?
Yes, I am.
Are you
Kind of his
proficient with land vehicles?
No.
Okay.
There's one class that gets that.
Roll me.
You know who has that?
So,
Good, I was hoping somebody would.
Yeah, I'm good.
so just make a.
Fighter.
So
Right there.
So it is. So you won't have your proficiency bonus. Just make a dexterity
Plus.
roll
We'll do
at
that.
disadvantage.
Don't screw it up.
Let's fall off.
I rolled the same thing on both of them.
+1.
And it's dexterity?
Yep.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. It is a tight squeeze.
Ah, yep.
And as you make the turn, you're a little nervous because you can't, as you can't watch ahead and behind at the same time. Cabbage, you're standing there watching, and the back wheel misses the frame of the door by about that much.
And so now that you are saying it as well, Cabbage is now aware that this is an 18-foot long wagon.
It's large.
Okay.
And it is like it's like a 9x8 box
Well, we're not taking
on
a
a
boat.
wagon frame with a pitched roof, and there are 2 chimneys poking just a little bit out of the roof.
So,
So once Killian gets it out, he's going to pull it to a stop for a minute. Like, all right, so you're going to want to get on.
alright, I guess I've been on a ship. Not bad to
Mizuki will also.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
we'll keep going out a little bit, and Killian is looking for a spot secluded a little ways away from town, and that is... So I need like a 25-foot wide clearing.
Do you want?
We having a
help?
picnic?
I can roll survival for you.
That's okay. I actually don't think it'll be hard to find. I'm just like he
Yeah.
knows like I roughly need about 25 to 23 feet of clearance
Okay.
for this to
Okay,
work.
yeah.
So you find a spot, and ironically, it's the spot where you guys first fought the bandits.
Oh.
There's still a skeleton there.
No, it's been cleaned up since then.
Yeah.
And so you find that spot and are able to pull back in, whatever
Right.
you need to do
So
with the
Killian will
wagon.
pull it off the road and
Okay.
go ahead and stop, and he will be like, all right, one of you hold the reins, please. And he'll get down and he'll unhitch both the horses and hobble their legs so that they cannot run away, and just let them sort of graze for the moment. You can put those down now. Okay, so you're going to want to get off the wagon shop, wagon, workshop, wagon,
Shagging.
Shaggin'
The
wagon.
shaggin' wagon.
Okay, that could work. Anyway, you're going to want to get off.
Wow, look, we even Captain Pun over there
I
is
know.
regretting that
That's amazing.
one.
I am on board with
One
calling
of
it the
these
Shaggy.
days, I'm going to think of a name before I build the thing.
For
Tell
Today
you
is
what,
not
I'll
that
come
day.
up with the name, and you can build something that is that.
Done. Anyway, so you're going to want to get off.
okay.
And then, so Killian's going to get up, and there's a few sections. One part is like on the top, and he has to sort of climb up onto the seat that you drive from and like lean way over, and he like pulls something, and then he clambers down, and sort of behind the seat there is like a wheel that he starts turning. So, one side of the wagon, the entire wall, the 8-foot wall, starts coming down.
I love
And it is attached in each corner by steel cable.
Like
And
a
it-
dog bitch?
Yeah, and he's just running this winch out as this whole wall just starts coming down. And as it's coming out, there are these, along the edge, these 2 posts come up and catch. You're not sure what at first, but as it starts coming out, you can see that they have caught the edge of a canvas and are like folding out a pavilion. And so he lowers this whole wall. The wall is designed in such a way so that even though the wall is at an angle, it is built so that the further out it is, the more, the higher up it is. So it creates an even, like, floor that extends out from the rest of the
As soon
wagon.
as it gets down, does the picket fence come up?
Not quite. So this big pavilion rolls out that covers that whole space and a little bit more. So that adds a whole nother... So it is now 17 feet wide. And then he goes over to the other side. And he like starts messing with a few things. And the opposite wall
Oh wow.
which has these weird like wooden post design things in it, starts coming out. And as it does, these wooden posts start to fold down as they're pushed by it until it locks in place.
Guys, I want this tiny house.
And it extends,
Right.
so it extends another 3 foot on that side, and again, a canvas lining comes out to provide a roof. And Killian sort of like checks it all, and he's like, all right, I think we're good. Okay.
Killian,
And so he walks around to the other side, and he's like, so
you
this is where we could have dinner. I'll just need some help
made
setting
this?
it up. Yes.
I would be happy to help set up.
Um,
Well
Kid's gonna
done.
get there and be like,
Well done.
well, damn, I am crazy.
So as Killian walks up, he's like starts explaining to you guys. He's like, okay, so I figured since we will be traveling, it would be useful if I could take my workshop with me,
That makes sense.
and it'd be useful if we had like we could sleep in like not a tent. And so as you step up onto it, there are 2 ramps that lead up to like the main floor. There is a forge, a full like furnace stone forge
Of course.
on one side.
Mizuki's happy about this.
And there is an anvil attached to the floor. There is a workbench with a bunch of tools. There are tools hanging. Yes, Cabbage.
You've been explaining
Okay.
it. She just slowly.
Yeah. What's your question?
Have you fireproofed the canvas in the wood?
Yes. In fact, I have fireproofed all of it.
Well done.
As you walk around, you can see there is this central pantry storage area, and there are foodstuffs. Like there are barrels and sacks and crates shoved in there. There is a full stove and a basin sink thing. There is a table with chairs set up around it, and as you look past it, on the back wall there is a section that looks like an alchemy workstation area. There is a carpenter's table. There's stone cutting tools. It's basically everything Killian had in his workshop to do everything he does, crammed into this wagon.
This is a really weird Skyrim mod.
Yes. And so there's the forge, and next to the forge, there is a door that leads into a small section. So when the whole wall came down, there's a small section right at the front that would be like right underneath the bench you sit on, and like 3 extra feet. There is a small doorway into a small room. And Killian's like, oh, right. So, also because this will be sort of our home base, and he's like, it's a little tight, so you'll probably just want to stick your heads in. And if you stick your head in, there is, built directly under the bench, there is a bed. So like full bed setup. Against the far wall, there is a dresser built into the side. And right by the door, there is a giant safe that is built into the ground. There. He's like, so we have a safe to store all of our valuables. No one can open it. I will probably, I assume, use this room as mine, but this... Oh, he goes over to a box and pulls the lid off, and he's like, so I have 4 cots and 3 hammocks. So 4 of you will get cots, 3 of you will get hammocks. I apologize, it was the best I could do in the time frame. And he shows you guys, there's like little hooks on some of the different parts. He's like, so you string the hammock up from here and run, and he just starts giving you the whole like, this is what I did in my 6 weeks. And it is a full functioning, small, like 1-room cottage that he has built.
That's
On
awesome.
wheels.
That is
Amazing.
really cool. You're gonna-
I haven't used these, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
That's really cool.
So yeah, we could use here if you wanted.
That is
Fully
quite
stocked with,
acceptable.
I think it might-
fully
Quite
stocked with
acceptable.
all
Thank you
utensils and
for
stuff
the
like
offer.
that? Fully stocked with like plates and all that? Ah,
It's stocked with more than that. I have a whole list of everything I've stocked with. I have blown all my money. Killian now has 3 gold and 1 silver and 7 copper to his name.
Well done.
Well done.
Oh, it's alright.
Admittedly, that it's a little... There's a lot more that I would like to do with
Of
it,
course.
but I think it'll work for us as we travel, and will give us a more of a home base than we have had in the past, and hopefully this means that we don't have to walk everywhere or sleep in caves that owl bears call home.
How long did it take to set up?
there.
So setting it up, Killian doing it by himself, it takes him about 8 to 10 minutes. It takes about twice that by himself to pack it all up. With help, once people know how to use it, it goes pretty fast.
Okay.
Now, the only downside is you cannot use it while we are traveling unless we decide not to take a whole lot of the stuff in it, because as it all sort of compacts, there's not a lot of room, and it's not safe to travel in.
That does make
That's
sense.
fair.
I
yeah.
also apologize for the sarcasm. This is incredible.
Thank you.
It reminds me of that old Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald cartoon where they're in a trailer.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I think this should probably do nicely.
Yes,
for dinner.
absolutely. Thank you, Killian, for putting so much dedication and work into.
You're welcome. I just thought it'd be nice to have a workshop while I was on the move.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Make bicycles for everyone.
So I think I'm gonna go gather the rest of the people. I think between the two of you, you could probably get this set up for
Oh, yeah.
dinner.
If
Oh,
we need
hang on.
anything else,
Do you guys want to see what I think might be the coolest part?
I really actually
I
do.
would
Okay.
certainly.
And he's like, all right, you have to climb over these boxes and like duck under that. Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
Okay.
And he will take you over. So in that little alcove where there's the windows,
Mhm.
he's like, okay, so first of all, and he reaches up and there are like shutters that roll down to close each of the windows. So in that corner there is this big tabletop desk thing that he's got some books and other stuff, and he shoves all that off of it. All right, watch. And so he reaches down, reaches underneath it a little bit, and there's a click, and in line with the grains of wood, the top pops up a little bit, and then spring-loaded goes up, and it is a sand table.
Like,
And he starts fiddling with it, and the entire sand table comes to life, and a few parts of the town that are still in range, the sand forms in it. He's like, so now, and he reaches underneath and hits something, and these little green lights in the sand pop up all over. So that's all the living things in the radius.
That's
So
really
now
nice.
we can take it with us.
Be real scary one day when we use that thing, and then the only thing that's not green is where we're at.
So yeah, that is probably the coolest part, I think.
That's actually really cool.
Well,
Right.
dang, Killian, this is
I'm quite proud of that.
really
you should be, honestly.
that.
Make Cabbage speechless.
Yeah.
Which also is sort of why I lost track of time.
I get it a little bit more.
I had the idea, and it just sort of started all snowballing together, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do think that an actual meal is in order,
Yes.
and fortunately, that's happening.
yes.
So-
Indeed.
I think I'm gonna have to run back to town real fast.
That's fine. Do you want me to pick something? I'm going back. Do you need me to get something?
I don't think you want to take care of what I'm gonna have to go take care of.
He hasn't used the bathroom in 6 days.
There are several buckets that I probably need to go empty. They've probably started stinking.
Killian, no.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go take care of that.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Alright.
Yeah.
So everyone gathers.
I have a wheelbarrow that I'm using to make sure all of the food is in
When
willing
Killian
tray.
gets back to town, he's gonna take care of all that, but then he's actually gonna go looking for Castian.
Okay.
Okay.
So Cabbage told you he was at Kel's.
Yes.
So that's where you head off. You've had a conversation with
Yeah, we're just catching up on
Yeah.
stuff and all that.
and not a huge amount of time later, better part of an hour, there is a knock downstairs at the shop door. As you look out onto the street, you do see Castian sort of standing there,
Killian.
or Killian. Yeah, you see
You see
Killian.
yourself
I
standing.
see
there.
myself. Oh, I am crazy. Yep.
You see Killian standing there.
I'll open the door.
Is Kel and what was that?
Anna.
Anna with you?
They're upstairs.
Okay.
Kind of look at you. Okay.
I heard you were back in town.
Yes, I just got in a little while ago, actually. So had the carriage drop me off, and that was that.
How you doing?
Doing better, I suppose.
That's good. That's better than worse.
So, please come in.
Okay. Kevin will step in nicely and shut the door behind him.
Shut the door. Would you like to come upstairs and sit down, or you just want to talk here?
Where's Kel and Anna?
I don't know what, kitchen or something, or.
Their apartment is
Yeah,
upstairs.
yeah. So the kitchen is like as you walk in the
But
door,
where
it's
are
like
they?
kitchen, living room area, and
Yeah.
then Alma's room was in the far back wall, and then there's some stairs off to the right that go up to where they.
To where they
Yeah.
Are they in the kitchen, or are they in the room, or?
They're upstairs.
Just, okay. They're upstairs in the room at the moment.
I'd rather talk in here. I haven't actually seen them since.
I see.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because me.
I don't think I'm ready to actually.
Not ready to confront them.
I'm not ready to admit to them that I let their son die and then couldn't handle the fact that I had done that, and so I ran away and left the rest of his friends in a jam. Yeah, no, not really ready to talk to them
I see,
about that
I
at the
see.
moment.
Fox is still back in Alma's room. And well, I mean, they probably would have.
Yeah. But yes, the hospital did their modern medicine technique stuff like that, and
Shock
here I am.
therapy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So did the hospital let you go, or did you let yourself go?
They did all they could.
That did not answer my question.
Didn't sound great.
But if you don't want to talk about that, I suppose that's fair.
Like I said, they did all they could, and they said I was on the mend in the right direction. So, that's that.
Think you're going to stay on the mend?
I'm seriously going to try,
That's fair.
but I have to say I'm actually happy to see you.
Oh yeah, you're so gonna die.
When we last left off, I feel like we have some unresolved things to discuss or address.
You have to understand, I was in a very difficult time. That was a very difficult time I was in, and was not in my right mind.
That's fair. So, where do we stand?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna try and kill you.
So first of all, in my head, I heard that sentence with a yet at the end.
Or I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kill you.
I'm not actually here because I'm worried that you're going to kill me. I'm here to find out. It's going to be real complicated, especially given what we're about to undertake, if everybody's not square with each other. If you want to kill me, that's perfectly understandable and I respect it. I just wanted to resolve whatever issues we might have before everyone gallivants off again.
For the most part, I've made my peace with you. And he'll extend his hand for a handshake.
Can you take it? All right.
Pleasures.
Ah.
Sure, you're good with that then.
I cannot predict the future, of course, but where I stand right now, I think we'll
Don't feel like I deserve anything more or like I owe you anything.
Not at the moment.
If that ever changes, just let me know.
Maybe you're supposed to know.
I have accepted that whatever consequences come as a result of my actions, I need to accept them. So,
I hope there's no hard feelings. I tried to burn you and all that stuff. So.
no. Actually, don't mention this to anyone, but if you ever feel like, whatever you feel like I am due for the part I played, I won't stop you and I won't fight back.
Very well.
Alright, well, if that's out of the way then. Dinner will be, and he'll like start giving directions, and I don't actually know what time Mizuki was going to do that. But anyway, that's where
Probably
it'll
would
be.
have told Killian.
A time is
So we'll
set
be
up.
having dinner together, I think Cabbage mentioned
Yes,
it,
yes,
right?
they
Yeah.
mentioned it. Yeah, I was not aware of the time, but I'm guessing it should be somewhat soon.
Yeah, and it'll be there in that clearing out of town.
Okay, are you headed back that way now?
Yeah, I have to help get some stuff ready for said festive. Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't remember if I locked the badger in a box or not.
The return of the badger.
Return of the badger.
Yeah, I
It's
need to
just in
go.
Do you
Um,
need some help?
No, I just don't want
So-
Mizu to open. I'll talk to you later.
So Mizuki, Cabbage, both of you
No.
guys roll me a d20.
I think
Okay.
Cabbage is in town. Mizuki's the only one at the place.
12.
There's a box that they're
5?
scratching inside of.
So as you guys are sort of going through and moving stuff around and setting things up, Cabbage, there's a box sitting there, and you pick it up, and as you
Did you label
if
it?
it is that, it would be a lead box,
so
like
so
a lead
Oh.
chest.
so it's a little bit heavy, and you start moving it, and as you start moving it, you start to feel something moving around inside it.
Did you at least label it? No, you didn't. Of course.
I'm going to very, very, very put the box down and very carefully check to make sure the box is sealed.
Doesn't appear to be sealed.
I am going to find a way to seal it.
You know,
Start
is there a
stacking
way
other
to
boxes
seal it?
on top.
You could ask Mizuki for help.
I will in a second if I need to, but
Okay.
does there appear to be a lock or something, or
There would be like clasps, and there is a keyhole for like a lock, but would not have the key.
okay? I am
I
going
can
to
make a key though.
clasp, real quick.
Yeah.
Mizuki, I need some boxes.
Inside the box, just
Kevin, is
sit
there
on
a
it.
problem?
Yes,
What's
I need some boxes. Heavy boxes.
so? Mizuki
So
will
you
go
see th-
grab some.
So she's laying on top. She's leaning on top of this box, and it's
No,
rattling
like,
underneath
No, I'm
her.
just sitting on it now, like my entire body.
oh man.
I think it's
Why
the
is that
badger.
thing still
I
a
could
thing?
be wrong, but I think
Is
it's
there-
the badger.
is there-
Or do you just not know how to take care
But
of
I,
it?
He's still trying to fix it.
Killian
looks
tried
like-
to
I'm
make
sure
a
that
mechanical
Killian has a
badger.
lot.
He succeeded.
but I think
So
you
as,
just
as
put
you're
heavy things.
so as you're sitting on it, it's still rattling, and it's starting. The box itself is starting to sort of rattle its way towards the edge of the platform.
It's
So
okay.
I forgot about something actually. At this point, from one of the rafters in the wagon, a sparrow flies down and would like sort of hover up by your head. And once it gets that close, you can see that it is metallic, and it'll start like cheeping at you, and then flying over to another part of the wagon, and like flying in a big circle around something.
I can't move.
Yeah.
It'll
I fall-
start annoying Mizuki and trying to get
Mizuki,
her to
listen to
open
the
this
bird.
thing.
Okay.
I'm going to like, I'm gonna put one leg off the box and try to like scoot towards not the edge.
Okay. So you kind of scoot it back from the edge.
So I can make the thing.
Well, what is the bird
Yeah, so
want?
there's this bird that flies over to you, is like chirping and like flying around in your face, and then flying over to this like set of these like cabinet with these drawers, and like flying in a big like figure eight around it, and then flies back over and chirps at you and flies back over.
Okay, so Mizuki will go over to this drawers, and she will use detect magic.
You go
I mean,
blind.
the whole
Drawers
thing,
are
yeah.
not magical.
Okay.
The bird is.
Okay. The bird is. Okay.
And when you get over there, the bird will land on one of the handles to the drawer and start like pecking at the handle.
Okay, so Mizuki will open the.
Gun.
There's a variety of other stuff, like odds and ends in there, but the bird jumps down and picks up this giant key ring that has like 50 different keys on it.
Okay, okay. So Mizuki will take the keyring.
Of course it wasn't gonna happen.
Meanwhile, the box is sort of rattling its
Yeah.
way back towards the edge of
So
the
Mizuki will
platform
take the
again.
keyring.
Scoot.
Hey, bud, do you know which key it is?
She will examine the keyhole and make a good guess. Is there like a?
So when you start to go to one of the keys, the bird will land on the box in front of you and just start shaking it.
Okay,
The
no,
right
she's
one, very
going to
helpful
like
bird.
she's going to look at the keyhole first and. See.
Just make a straight intelligence roll.
Oh, well, okay, that's
With
I mean,
advantage because the
it's-
bird's helping?
My intelligence
The bird
is not
does know.
good. Can
Yeah.
I
So
do
with
something else, or no?
no,
I mean, if the bird is actively shaking,
So-
it's
But-
bad.
this
Advantage?
I mean this is
Okay.
advantage.
The bird.
Bird,
All right,
bird,
so
bird is the
11.
word.
11. Oh wait, sorry, 18. 18. Sorry.
18.
18.
Okay. So
18.
so you kind of narrow it down to
Badger's trying to escape into the forest and wreck the ecosystem.
It's magic, right?
The badger, yes.
So if I like dispel magic, it would.
Potentially.
Okay. Just that's something that. Okay.
The badger is a great example of Killian creating something he doesn't actually know how to handle.
But if it has no magic, then
In theory, yes.
okay.
In theory.
It may
Okay.
have grown beyond what I understand.
So you narrow it down to about 5 different keys.
Okay.
They're all kind of the same type, same cut.
Killian, why do you have so
Okay.
many keys?
So she will try the first one.
If it is the correct key, the bird will start nodding, and if it is not, the bird will be shaking its head no.
So just roll me a d20.
Okay. 17? No. Okay. So she'll try the second one.
Okay.
Oh, that was nat 20. Okay. Okay. So second one.
I had to think about it for a second. Eyeball it. Sort of hop over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she would try it. And
Okay.
so
Lock it?
yes. Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay. So
Yes.
so you do hear it lock.
When it is locked, it triggers and engages an arcane lock. So the only way to open said box now is to literally rip through the box.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
And knowing that badger, it'll take it a couple months, but it'll
All right,
do it.
Cabbage, you can extricate yourself from the box now.
How sure are you about that?
Very sure.
The sparrow's
Well,
like,
I mean, she still
Okay.
has detect magic going, so she'd probably know that.
you cannot see any magic coming from inside the box.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
because
it's
well,
still
it's
rattling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the lock, she might.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah,
you would see
she
the
would- she
lock
would know that
light
it
up
was
as
locked.
magic.
Yeah, so she would know that it was locked. It's been magically locked.
Okay, let's
so
put this in a secure corner with boxes on top of it where it can't.
that
shift
sounds like a
itself
great
away.
idea.
Okay. I'm freaking kidding. Do you have a name, bud? Can you talk? You have a name, you can't talk. Cool. Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
for your help.
And it's gonna like try and like shake your hand, but with its beak.
You're a good bird. Thank you for your help.
Yes.
We all arrived.
Okay, so everyone arrives for.
Killian comes racing back to the clearing.
I'm gonna kind of put myself in between Casty and Anachorite first, just to make sure, since you know he did.
So y'all did a great job. Did anything
What's your
interesting?
bird's name?
Oh!
Yeah. Your sparrow.
Why did you meet Argon?
Because your freaking metal badger tried to kill me.
You don't know it's the badger. Actually,
For
you
sure.
can take an educated
What
guess.
box is it in? Show me the
Metal
box. Show me the.
Mizuki.
Killian's
Lily.
gonna come over.
Money.
I'm gonna, while they're having this conversation, I'm going to be doing a ritual with
Pretty sure it's the
Ingir.
badger.
Okay.
So I agree. It is most likely the badger. I think I put the raccoon in a similar box, though.
Did you
It
lock
is-
that one?
What? Yes.
You didn't lock this one.
Okay. Alright, another one.
It's locked now.
Yeah, we figured it out thanks to he's Argo?
Argon.
Argon.
Argon. He is
Argon.
my helper.
Well, he's a good one.
He is.
Yes.
I like it. Can I have one?
I'm gonna circle back around to that in a minute.
Fair.
Roll perception.
Have any of you found a bear trap in a box yet?
Oh! I have like 85 of
The
those.
only thing I opened was the cabinet to get the keys.
Okay.
So the answer is
That
no.
is
We
a
didn't
22.
open any other
22?
boxes.
Okay.
I assume as people are, or this is happening as people are coming in.
Seeming,
Uh-huh.
there's another box just like the one they're talking about that is lying on its side with the lid open.
Guys,
Huh?
I know that I've had a little bit of the cooking sherry,
The
but
cooking
I
sherry?
feel like
Are you kidding me?
that box, is it supposed to be looking all on its side
Okay.
open?
I need a bear trap and a pouch of coins.
Do you have an hour?
I do not have an hour. I need these things now. There is a bear trap in one of these boxes, and I need a pouch of coins,
I have a-
preferably gold.
How many?
I
coins?
have
I have a little
Does not
gold.
matter.
I don't know about a bear trap, but you can have a few gold coins.
Okay, so he will collect some of the gold coins and put them in a pouch.
Which
Search! I don't remember!
which thing is
I don't know!
Hey, bird.
I'm gonna.
So,
Which box?
Does the bird know?
That's up to Keith at this point.
does your bird know more than you do?
Yeah.
So he starts flying around, sort of. You get the sense he's surveying, and he flies over and he lights on a box.
Great. Open that one.
As they're doing this, and I finish my 1 minute.
There's a bear trap in
Okay,
it.
so Killian's gonna grab the bear trap out. He's like, all right, so we have 2 jobs. Someone is going to have to open that box. He points to the one that's been rattling. But first, we have to set this right outside it.
Just locked that box.
I know. We have to set this right outside it. While that is happening, I will need 2 other people to come help me with the coins.
I can help you.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
I'll open the box.
Cassie's over here like, I'm not sure I'm okay anymore.
One of these
I am
boxes,
rubbing the rock.
one of these boxes had the mechanical badger in it.
Uh-huh.
That's the one that we need to use the bear trap on so that we can catch it so I can turn it off and put it in my bag. The pouch of coins, however, is for the mechanical raccoon, which is not nearly as dangerous as the badger and has a propensity to come look. It's a better model. I improved. It's less of an animal. We also need to capture that one and make sure I know where it is, because I don't know what it'll do if it gets loose.
So wait, why do we have to do anything with the badger if it's securely in that box?
So, if it's been moving around, that means it got turned on. Which means it is currently trying to claw its way out of the lead box.
And let me guess it can do that.
Well, I did give it badger-like claws, and it's made of metal. So, yeah. So, one person needs to have the bear's trap set, and then you will need to corral the badger, if that's where the badger is, into the bear trap, while I try and lure out the raccoon, assuming that's the one that escaped, with the gold coins. Or, we're going to open the box, and the raccoon is going to jump out and come directly for the gold coins, and the badger has escaped into the wild.
Oh no.
Okay, so while this has been going
Can I
on,
use clairvoyance?
Hang on.
so while this
He's
has
been
been,
wanting to
not.
do this.
so while this has been going on,
Okay.
I have had Ingir like in between my hands, and as this has been going on, I just like as I'm reciting the ancient draconic words, I'm just rolling my eyes, and I will when I finish casting, I will. Ingir will turn into energy, and I will slap him together, and then I will open my hand. I will open my hands open, and I will at 4th level I will cast Flock of Familiars. So 5 replicas of Ingir will appear.
So you accordion him out, basically.
Yes.
Ingir, use double T!
Yeah.
And then I will basically, while this all mess is going on, my 5 Ingirs will help me set up for dinner while the pre-evening.
So they've all got little sous chef hats on.
Yeah, they're all wearing little bow ties and
Little
sous
bow
chef
ties and-
hats
yeah.
as
Okay.
I am working on dinner and setting up the table and everything while
Okay.
this mess is going on. So
So
I will continue. I actually will throw you a pouch of like 5 gold.
So who are the 3 people on badger duty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killian will describe how to deactivate said badger. You have to reach behind one of its ears and give it a
I'll take my
little
gold
scratch.
This is real, by the way.
This
real.
is terrifyingly
This is
real.
very
Yeah.
real. Just in case that was in question. would
So
you
that
let us
giant
know?
carriage and
Yep,
everything
that's-
in it.
Yeah.
Also, does Cabbage have a sibling named Turnip?
I don't think so.
No.
Hold on.
Oh,
I don't think I
needs
do.
one.
And no, she
Yeah.
doesn't. We'll get to that.
No.
Is that the name of the raccoon?
So 3 people will need to be around this box and try and get the badger to run into the trap. And the other people are going to need to spread out in the clearing with coins and shake them in the pouch going, here, turn up! Here, turn up!
You were a present for me. I'm taking you down.
Mizuki will be trying to get turned up. So.
Okay. Lance,
Yep.
odds or evens?
Odds.
Okay.
Is this for? I wonder.
This is whether or not the badger was the one that got out.
Oh.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Gods that aren't listening.
So what comes
Mizuki's
out?
praying very hard right now.
What comes
Okay, so you put the key in, turn it in the lock, and the magic sort of withdraws back into the lock. Who's opening? Who's opening the door? Who's got the trap?
Well, I guess I've got the trap. Yeah, you've got the door.
I got
Okay.
my weapon out.
So-
I will point out the trap has specifically been designed to capture this badger.
Right.
Nice.
This was the contingency plan.
I just have to make sure that it corrals correctly.
So
You open
Mal, you open the safe, and there's just this like blur of like copper and beat steel in the shape of a raccoon
Oh no!
that goes zipping right through your legs and makes a beeline for.
Whoever has the most coins, actually.
It's
Oh,
probably
no.
me. It's probably
Make
me.
sure that makes
I have
It's
25
probably
on.
me. I
I
have
have
a
25 on me.
But are you
I
clinking
have a lot.
yours?
What?
Are you
Hmm?
clinking yours?
I have a lot.
I have a lot too.
I would say whoever's clinking the most coins, that is
You're
where the
helping with
raccoon is
battery,
going.
though, Right.
I don't know. Does your raccoon
Yeah.
like silverware?
Not as much as gold.
Okay, I probably have the most
Yeah.
gold.
So it makes a beeline for Mizuki out of the wagon. So from
This is not good.
What does it do when it
Badger
gets
is
the
lost.
coin?
Oh, so
Forever.
when the raccoon gets to you, it will crawl up your leg, crawl out onto your arm, and sit there trying to get the pouch from you. And if you let him have the pouch, he will just perch there on your arm, open the pouch, and start pulling out each coin and like.
That's adorable.
Will it start counting?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, yeah, he's like looking and inspecting each one and like.
That's not so bad.
I would be the one with the
Killian?
dimension pet.
That it's turnip. That's fine. As
Okay.
he's attracted to shiny. Okay,
Where-
hang on. Killian's gonna run into that back room, and he's gonna come out with a hummingbird in his hands. He's gonna run over to the chest and be like, "Okay, I need you to find the badger. This is of most importance. Find the badger and loose the hummingbird to find it."
and he just zips off.
Well, that was a thing that we just experienced.
So
And you
Mal
guys are worried
came,
about
So
me.
Mizuki would
Mal came in
probably
with
make
a
her way
gigantic
back
thing
or
slung
with
over one
turn up
shoulder,
on her arm. Yes.
and he sort of like pulls it out now and sort of puts it near one of the tables, and it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 4 feet high. He opens it, and inside there's a bunch of ice around another barrel. And he pulls out that barrel from inside, and he says, "We're gonna need this tonight."
Yeah.
And you guys are worried about me.
I mean, I don't know that we are
The
anymore.
things that happen to us are weird enough without hallucinations.
Yeah.
We've gotta kind of keep down the
Hi,
hallucinations.
Cassian.
How much did you drink?
Mal, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I didn't see her drink any.
I'm gonna start
How
drinking
much
now.
did you use for this?
Can I get one of those?
Well, I only used a couple of splashes. Why?
So it is a thimbleberry rice wine.
The rest?
Nice.
It's okay. All good.
It's
Okay.
really too bad you drank that, because this is gonna be delicious.
I mean, it was a bit ago.
Yeah. I had totally planned on sharing out, but
But if you would prefer cooking, Sherry.
I don't prefer cooking sherry. It was in front of me and I smelled it. And
yep, see, that is what makes
Not
us
why we
decide
call it a
that
problem.
you should probably have less.
Oh wow, it's raining.
Is it waterproof?
Yes.
Okay. Fire and waterproof. So if I like this match.
Does your badger rust?
Let's
We
hope.
can only hope. Yeah, it does not. Oh.
There are 3 options.
Uh-huh.
The badger finds something that pisses it off that it can't eat, and it gets destroyed.
Which, so not a lot.
I mean, there's those fire beetles.
Option 2, the badger continues to be in a bad mood for the rest of its existence and will render this place uninhabitable. Option 3, which is kind of the best option, honestly, is that the badger will go on living its best badger life, doing as badgers do. I don't know which it's going to do.
I hope your hummingbird finds it so
Me
yeah.
too.
And how long can it go?
The hummingbird?
No, the badger.
I don't know.
That seems like a thing that you should probably work out in your design.
So I realize I have never discussed with anyone in detail what the badger is or how it came to be.
Nope, I just knew it was a present that went terribly awry.
Well,
Because I remind you of a badger, Killian.
before I explain the badger,
Okay.
cabbage, this is turnip.
Well. You named it a vegetable?
Yeah, it's yours. So, I feel like each of us has an animal that best represents who we are and our desires in life. And so, Simi, you are down to earth, antisocial, and difficult. You find it difficult to deal with people. But you are loyal, incredibly brave, and incredibly dangerous.
Aw.
So to me, that meant you best are personified as a badger.
I'm an animal that eats trash.
Now here's the problem with said badger. I'm just going to completely ignore that. In my attempts to make a familial companion that matched you, I may have focused too much on making it badger-like, and not enough on infusing your personality into the badger so that you were good companions. Hence why the badger responds any way a badger would if it discovered itself locked in a room or a box or being held by someone it doesn't like.
At
Which
this
would
point,
be
you guys
everyone.
can smell the food at this point.
You know, that's reasonable.
So I did not realize what I had created until it existed and we turned it on for the first time. Turnip is what I would like to call version 2.0. Turnip is more of a raccoon mixed with your personality than just a raccoon.
Gold digger.
So he is mischievous,
Okay.
adventurous,
Alright.
likes to get places where he doesn't belong,
Okay.
is fascinated by shiny or interesting objects, and behaves like a raccoon. Hence the gold.
Can you make a raccoon-sized pirate hat?
Yes! Please, yes!
I got you covered.
Tiny raccoon.
Now I think Turnip functions properly.
Yeah.
I think. I have not had a lot of time to test him. He seems to be functioning just fine right now. I don't know what will happen in 2 minutes from now. Hence why I haven't actually given him to you.
So I remind you of like a slug,
No?
please? Something that can't hurt me?
Off the top of my head, you remind me of a bear or a bull?
Oh.
I
Don't
haven't
do
done
that.
one
Alright,
for you
This
yet.
is how Gorgons came to be.
Have you thought about going with a wind up so that it would eventually, stop?
It's not bad idea.
That's
That's not a bad
Just have a
idea.
nice long wind up. So
I thought about it.
So one of the Ingears comes over to you, tugs on your
Yes.
shirt,
Yep.
and gestures.
Food's ready.
Let's eat.
How many of those do you have?
Wait, there's more than one.
You guys see there's like 5 of them in the room at the moment.
So it's not just me.
No, that's happening.
It's a new thing I can do. It doesn't last very long, but I can make multiple of them.
Do they all have names?
Do they?
Popping out.
They last for an hour,
please
so
tell me confetti happens when that goes up.
that is up to the magic of what the magic.
it's my birthday party.
Exactly what it is. That depends on what Keith believes the magic of Draconics poofing out.
Probably not confetti.
That's more of a never.
More of just like a.
It would
just like
definitely
a flurry
be
of like snow.
It would definitely be
Sparkles? Glitter.
glitter.
No?
Oh yeah.
But they last for an hour or so.
They
So
are
they
daddies
will.
tonight.
So if you guys sit down, they will like put the napkins on your lap, just like making sure that your things are that. Taking like some hearth fire wine and dipping them into your cups and just.
So Mal just has his like normal wine bag that he keeps with him, and he's just pouring it straight out of this cask. Anybody but see me can have some.
There are
It is
multiple glasses.
thimbleberry rice wine.
Is it what berry?
Thimbleberry.
What's a thimbleberry? Look like a
Uh,
thimble.
distant relation, sort of. Distant relation of a raspberry.
I'm just gonna lean over to Acherai.
They're like a pinky
Give
purple.
her a swig of
He
your-
slides his over to you.
Good boyfriend. Or bad boyfriend, whatever.
So
I
we
won't have a
enjoy
lot of it.
a
I wanna
nice.
taste it.
I would
Venison
also
lemon.
like to welcome all of you to what did we decide on?
Shagging.
The shaggin. Apparently.
Ooh.
It's a workshop
The shagging.
wagon. A shagging.
Yep. That's.
I just had a joke there. I'm gonna hold on to it.
In my mind, I don't really know what I was thinking when I was trying to come up with names for it, but you know, wagon shop, shop wagon, shaggin.
It's a shagging.
Yep.
Cool. So are we back to winning here now?
Really good.
Probably by the end of the meal.
Probably by the
they'll
end of the
be
meal, they won't
sharing
be back to
that.
But
one.
I help.
So Mal will sort of like excuse himself, but he also is gonna try to like, Ingir, come this way. And so he's gonna like take Ingir up into the trees a little bit and introduce him.
To what?
Oh,
To what?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, where'd Mal go?
Bathroom!
You know what?
In a tree?
We're in the woods!
You're in the top!
What?
Oh, I thought you just said that you climbed up into
Uh-oh.
the tree.
Oh no.
So is
Look
this,
out below!
is this actual Maine or is it just Mal?
That is an excellent question.
Okay. But it's not.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut introductions short.
Yep. You watch as Milo kind of just stand. Is there kind of a doorway, or is it more just open
So
concept?
the pavilion can be open, and there are also walls that you can roll down, and then there's a little
Okay.
doorway in the front.
You watch as Milo just kind of like stands up and just starts just like looking out.
Mal comes running back.
Are you
Wait.
okay?
Wait,
What's going
behind him comes we fought the bullets, like the malformed bullets.
Mhm.
A little like baby bullet that's only like this big is coming after him.
I don't remember this. The lead?
They're like the land sharks.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull up a picture for
Okay.
you.
Oh.
But it's
Oh,
like
no.
really
Yeah.
little.
I don't
Uh,
remember this fight.
Now, is it like doing the burrow thing behind you, or is it like coming?
No, it's like halfway under the ground.
What's that? What's that thing?
You feel it too?
Yep.
What?
There's a storm right now.
Great. I'm gonna draw my bow and arrow.
Can we not eat dinner
What?
first?
We ate
We
dinner.
did.
Oh, okay, this is after dinner.
How?
Okay.
So
What's
there's a
happening?
storm.
I think. Well.
Oh, baby bullet.
Yep.
So, water, earth, fire to the south, storm
Air somewhere.
make air.
Yeah. Why
I
are
think
we-
we're going. I
It's
think we have
here.
a visitor.
What do you mean here?
Excuse me?
Like you here?
Oh,
I
shit.
have my shield ready.
I like ching with the
I'm gonna
things.
make a perception check,
okay.
and I'm gonna have Ingir do one as well.
I'm not gonna bother.
Are you armed, Castian?
Oh yeah.
Like two of them.
What are we fighting?
Oh my
Is it
gosh.
chaos or
Okay.
Wingspan?
Luck has finally caught up to me.
Wow.
Ingir rolled 2 2s, so that is a total of
Ready.
Wait,
5,
are we rolling for
and I rolled a natural 1, which I think I'll just spend that because it's getting close to the end.
You
12.
guys are gonna make me crazy again.
Yep.
It wasn't you. It was being around
because
us.
because it's dark out and it's raining and the wind is blowing, you're not really catching just a whole lot.
Okay.
I wanted a good meal with my friends.
We did eat a good
boyfriend.
meal. Wait, what was that?
That-
A lizard man. Knock time, sorry.
So is anyone not armed?
I don't think. Oh, I think we're always.
I think
I know, sure.
Well,
We live in terrible
I at least
times.
have my fam. If I don't have anything else.
So we're not
Not-
going to talk about the plan?
Not yet.
I
apparently.
mean-
We don't have any idea what the plan should be.
I'm trying to remember how far out of town that clearing was.
Pretty
It
good
was
ways.
several hours.
Yeah.
Several hours?
Uh,
Yeah.
Was it?
Okay, so in
Oh,
Where we
truth,
fought the
several
bandits.
hours
in
on
truth,
foot.
it was a day and a
Yeah.
half away.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
we
so-
will say that there was a different one.
Yeah, so it's a different
The-
clearing.
so we-
Killian would have wanted a clearing that was far enough out of town that he didn't think anyone would stumble upon this, or that it would be a disturbance to anyone.
So like
in
an
town.
hour out of town.
Okay, so about an hour out of town. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For
Killian
the,
has
so
yet to draw his sword.
so for the two of you, that feeling sort of starts to fade out a little bit.
Oh crap.
What are we oh crapping?
Do you think this is a problem?
Yes.
Is it heading towards town? You're an old hand at this, right?
It's raining.
It is
Because
raining.
there's water. Can I try and
No.
yeah, basically
No, he steps out into the rain and goes.
Okay.
kind of, yeah.
You will have to step outside
Yeah.
and go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Are you wearing white?
Really?
Killian's gonna go fire up his sand table.
Doesn't matter though.
Okay.
It does for life science.
Wait, was Mal hoping he was wearing white?
No.
16.
Wait, t-shirt
Okay.
contest?
Yes, it is.
Just like
It's spotty
right. I
because it's sort of intermittent. But you do feel a presence far above.
okay.
Well, it's not so much a presence. What you're getting from your patron is sort of the sense that there is there's a dark spot in the sky that it sort of washes over.
Like as in it can't see it, or is it just saying that there is something there?
I mean, it's something there, and it can't. It's not penetrating within it, so it can
Right.
sense that it's there. But it sort of manifests more as an absence of the water, the rain that is falling.
Like like how high up?
Pretty high, a couple thousand feet, and it's sort of moving over town.
Okay. It's over town at the moment.
Yeah,
It
that-
is something that's like thousands of feet up in the air.
That tracks.
So,
I'll put away my bow and arrow. Like, there's no.
I will
Yeah.
actually use my new. I will actually use my Shield of the Dragon, or the new shield I got, and I will give myself another spell slot. Regain my spell slot.
So as you're watching, you can tell that there are openings in the side of this whatever it is that open up. And there are 10 figures that come out, and as they as they enter the rain, you get this palpable sense of heat off of all 10 of them as they
From above.
from the hole in the storm, and they begin dropping down towards the town.
We need to get back to town now.
Damn it, more running. All right.
And that's
10
where we are going to cut it
10
off.
figures just halo dropping.
And that is where we were going to cut it off for the night. So we will pick up there next week and see what the fallout is of this, whatever this happens to be. We hope you guys will join us. We're going to try and get back into the regular groove and pick up the campaign and move right along. But until then, be sure that you go out to the YouTube channel. You can find all of the back episodes, get caught up on anything you might have missed. We haven't been with the main campaign for a few weeks, and even that was just a single sort of catch up, put to bed the first part of the campaign. But there are a lot of episodes. I think we're up to episode 47 now, so you can go back
This was.
if you.
48.
Or what
Yeah.
was it? 48.
No. Yeah, this one was 48. So.
Okay, well, I've got it labeled wrong. I'll have to fix that when I put it on
Should
YouTube.
be.
But you guys can go and watch all of the back episodes, get caught up on anything you might have missed. Check out some of the other videos that we put up as well. So go check those out. Do keep tabs on the Discord server. Any changes to our schedule that come up because real life happens sometimes. We will post them on that Discord, and you guys can keep tabs on that to know what our plans are for any one particular given week. Sometimes plans change at the last minute, so definitely keep tabs on that on Monday nights. But Sundays and Mondays are when we typically will know if we have to change something and when we put those announcements up. That is all from me from here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good time. And remember...
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
That was like the best one.